You are listening to Mount Marty University Baseball on KYNT, Yankton's home team and the flagship station for Lancer Athletics. This broadcast is brought to you in part by
Dakota Beverage, Lewis and Clark Ford, Dakota Mac, Fairfield Inn and Suites, and Holiday Inn Express in Yankton, Foreman Tours, Sherco, Pizza Ranch, Parker Hannafin, Gerstner Oil, The Meat Lodge, Marlowe Woodward and Huff, Core Trust Bank, Aztec, Runza, Conkling Distributing, The Move Group, Avera.
Now we go live to the action.
Day 2 of the GPAC tournament about to get underway in Yankton. Alongside Braden Butler, I'm Tel Tanner. This is Mount Marty Lancer Baseball, Day 2 versus Doane. Starting things off here on this beautiful Thursday. It's really cleared up here in Yankton. It was a rainy, cold morning. The sun has come out, partly cloudy skies. The temperature is on the rise. We're looking like it's a good day in Yankton. Set the stage for today. Game 1, Doane, Mount Marty. Those are the winners of the 2 games yesterday. In the losers bracket, Game 2 will be an elimination game. This is a double elimination tournament. Northwestern, Morningside in Game 2. The loser of Game 1, the winner of Game 2, will meet in Game 3 tonight at 6 o'clock for a second elimination game. The winner of Game 1 today and the winner of Game 3 tonight will meet tomorrow for either 1 or 2 games to decide it all. We'll keep you company, and we'll make sure to talk about that throughout the day as well. Braden, we are looking like we're in for a good day of baseball.
Yeah, it should be a great day of baseball here at Riverside Field. And if you didn't get any of that at the start there, don't worry. I missed out some parts too, so we're going to have to – no, I'm kidding.
We'll talk about it throughout the day. We'll make sure you know.
We'll be talking about that all day long. It's been a fun GPAC tournament over here in the Morningside Mount Marty pod. Of course, the Mustangs without a home field right now, so co-hosting this one here in Yankton at Riverside Field, which good for the Lancers. Get to play in front of your home fans as one of the lower seeds in the tournament, and I think that home field might have helped a little bit. Also, just getting some revenge over Morningside yesterday helped a lot for them and put them in a good position here to be potentially 1 win away from going to the GPAC championship.
Yeah, 1 win away from Friday for sure, the pod championship, and then taking care of business on Friday. Whoever is the winner of this game will have an advantage on Friday because they'll only have to win 1, and they'll have to be beaten twice if they are going to be denied that chip to championship Monday in the GPAC. On the other side of the bracket, Concordia, Briarcliff, the winners yesterday, they're going to be playing at 1 o'clock. We will have updates on that game throughout this day as well. Midland Dakota Wesleyan in the game 2 on the other side of this bracket. We're in Yankton, South Dakota today for this pregame show from Coors Light and Miller Lite. Always remember to drink responsibly. We're going to take a break now. We're going to come back, talk about the last couple of meetings between these 2 games, give you the final scores of yesterday's action, how these teams performed, and how Doane and Mount Marty performed against each other earlier this season. Back in a couple of minutes, you're listening to Mount Marty Lancer Baseball on KYNT.
Hard Mountain Dew, the dew you love with a kick of 5% alcohol. It's a new flavored malt beverage available in 4 bold flavors, including Mountain Dew, Baja Blast, Live Wire, and Watermelon. Mountain Dew lovers of legal drinking age can experience the bold citrus flavors of the soft drink they know and love with 5% alcohol, 0 caffeine, and no added sugar. Experience hard flavors like Original Mountain Dew, Live Wire, Baja Blast, Watermelon, or Baja Blast Pineapple Punch and Mango flavors. Get your Dew today.
Hey, son, can you hand me that vice grip?
As any farmer or rancher knows, having the right tools in the toolbox is important. That goes for your ag lending as well. If you're considering expansion, restructuring debt, or purchasing equipment, call Dakota Mac. We have a toolbox full of lending solutions to help you with your ag financing needs.
Hi, it's Jeff Wolfgram from Dakota Mac. Call us at 800-682-4578 to learn how Dakota Mac products can work for you.
You pay what we pay with Ford's From America, For America employee pricing event now through June 2nd at Lewis and Clark Ford. Get employee pricing on most new Ford vehicles. That means you can get a vehicle from America's great car company at below dealer invoice, and employee pricing is in addition to any other discounts or incentives available. See our new Ford selection at 4th and Capitol Yankton or online at lewisandclarkford.com. Employee pricing now at Lewis and Clark Ford.
At Les Schwab, we've been changing the tire game for more than 70 years. Our Go the Extra Mile service means more hustle, less hassle. We design our own exclusive tires to give you more tires made for the road you drive, less compromise. All backed by America's best tire warranty included with every tire we sell. We're talking more unbeatable tire warranty, less charging you extra, like the other guys. It's why you get more from less. Book an appointment at leschwab.com.
Traveling to Yankton for business or pleasure? Then book your stay at Yankton's two best hotels, the Fairfield by Marriott and Holiday Inn Express. Both are conveniently located to everything in Yankton. Both offer complimentary hot breakfast and meeting rooms for business travelers. And if you want a great rate with flexible reservation changes, call either hotel direct. The Fairfield by Marriott and Holiday Inn Express, two great hotel choices when visiting or arranging rooms for guests to Yankton.
Are you looking for the easy way to travel? Let Foreman Charters do the driving for your next trip. Foreman has some amazing trips planned for 2025, including a 5-day Mississippi River cruise that features a Broadway production of Chicago running from May 27th to the 31st. Also planned is a Memphis and Nashville 9-day Music Lovers tour featuring Graceland and the Grand Ole Opry running June 16th to the 24th. For more on these and other 2025 Foreman Charter tours, go to foremanbus.com.
All right, back here on the pregame show from Coors Light and Miller Lite. Always remember, drink responsibly as we take a look at our Runza Rundown today. Runza's trying out a new idea. Stop in for a Bunza. Yes, that's a Bunza with a B. Homemade bread you love, but in a smaller, round size, minus the cabbage. 3 flavor options: Philly cheesesteak, buffalo chicken, or cheesy dog, available in Yankton only. Braden, we'll talk about these last couple games that we saw yesterday. First things first, in Game 1, it was Doane defeating Northwestern. They got the run rule 8th inning in. 11-1 was the final score. That game was close right up until the 7th inning when Doane really just put on the gas.
Yeah, Doane, as you mentioned, put on the gas 6 runs in the last 2 innings to take away that 11-1 victory. And honestly, Northwestern was in control through the first 4 innings. Doane had a very good 5th inning and then used that to build down the stretch. No runs for the Tigers in the first 4 innings. The last 4 innings, all 11 of their runs, and including 2 4-run innings. So really turned it on late. It's something that Mount Marty's got to have to be aware of today. If Doane, once these bats can get hot, get going in a hurry. They came in as a 3 seed for a reason. They're a very good team here in the GPAC.
For Mount Marty, they beat Morningside yesterday. 8-5 was the final score there, and that was a close one all game long, right up until about the bottom of the 5th inning. Aiden Chang, 3-run homer to tie things up at 3 apiece. Lancers, after that, really turned on the bats. They were able to take an 8-3 lead, and they end up winning 8-5.
Yeah, you mentioned that 3-run home run for Chang, tying the game up in the 5th inning, and he's just been on a tear here down the stretch in the season. I remember the 5-home-run weekend he had over 4 games with Hastings and Midland not too long ago, and keeping that bat hot here at Riverside Field, which is big for the Lancers. Yesterday they put 5 more up in the 6th inning, but defense and pitching played really well as well. Palmer Jacobs got the start, ended up giving up 5 hits and 5 runs, but 3 strikeouts for him. Controlled the game pretty well, and when his day was done, Zach Hagee came in, pitched an inning, allowed 2 hits, no runs, and then Aspen Dahl comes in, 4 strikeouts across 7 batters faced to close things out in the last 2 innings.
Go to the matchup from earlier this season between the Lancers and the Doane Tigers. These two teams did split down in Crete, Nebraska back in middle of March. This was only, I believe, the second GPAC conference doubleheader for the Lancers. It was opened versus Northwestern on Thursday, and then that Sunday had Doane. So this is quite a while ago these teams played, but they did split. Lancers took Game 1 8-2 with Slater Watterson on the mound. Watterson for the Lancers, who is set to pitch today. He threw a complete game against the Tigers, threw full 7 innings, allowed only 3 hits all game, 2 runs, and had 10 strikeouts. He only faced 30 batters, struck out 10 of them. He was just on one that day.
And big thing, too, only one of those 2 runs was earned for Slater Watterson. And you mentioned that was early in the season, and you can really see that with how the lineup was constructed. Jalen Owens, who's usually a guy at the top of the lineup now, batting 9th on that day, went 3 for 3 with 3 runs, so he made quite the impression early on. I wonder why they moved him up the lineup so much. It's just it was a great game 1 for Mount Marty, taking that 8-2 victory. Of course, they did fall in the second game of that doubleheader, very close one there, 2-1. Ryan Bachman drove in the lone run. He went 1 for 3 with that RBI. That run was scored by William Rao, who was running for Lucas Kampshoff. But great pitching in the second game as well. Palmer Jacobs goes 8 innings, allows only 2 runs. 1 of them was earned, 3 strikeouts. It's just one of those things where the bats couldn't get going there down the stretch for the Lancers. They lose a close one there. And I'm expecting a good game today between Doane and Mount Marty. Both teams have changed a lot since they met early on in the season, but still should be a very good one tonight.
It should be a lot of fun. And a little different this one as well. Game 2 you mentioned was a 2-1 final, the one the Lancers lost. Well, the wind's blowing out today. We saw a lot of balls get robbed by the wind yesterday for all of these teams. Today, those same hits, they're going to turn into home runs. The wind blowing out pretty steady between 15 and 20 miles an hour. Pretty straight from home plate towards center field, maybe a little drifting towards right center, but it's pretty well blowing out today. This is the pregame show from Coors Light and Miller Lite. Always remember, drink responsibly. Take another break, come back. We'll start rolling through the stats of this ball game. You're listening to Lancer Baseball on KYNT.
Did you know Sherco offers more than egg tarps? As an industry leader in construction, waste, and flatbed tarping systems, Sherco offers manual and electric tarp systems for not only grain trailers and grain carts, but also side dumps, end dumps, belly dumps, roll-offs, flatbeds, and more. To learn more, give us a call at 1-800-474-8756 or find us at Sherco.com. Demand the best, demand Sherco.
When it's time to celebrate, Pizza Ranch is ready. This is Mike with the Yankton Pizza Ranch. We've got plenty of room and plenty of food on our buffet for everyone, loaded with pizzas, desserts, and the country's best chicken. Everyone leaves a winner, so make it a buffet day at Pizza Ranch of Yankton, available every day from 11 to 8.
It's where life tastes better. Surround them up and head her down to Pizza Ranch.
Whoa, that's good.
Olson Pest Technicians is a family-owned business since 1966. And with over 50 years of pest management, they understand your issues, and their well-trained team will help you solve your pest problems. Issues with cockroaches, ants, bedbugs, bats, termites, spiders, rats, mice, or other creepy crawling pests? Give your home a fresh start and use the proven method of fumigation to take care of your pest problem. Olson's Pest Technicians will thoroughly get rid of pests so you can rest easy again. Call Olson Pest today, 800-KILL-BUG. That's 1-800-KILBUGS.
Imagine paid vacation, sick leave, holidays, and full medical coverage the moment you start a new job. Plus quarterly profit sharing, 5% 401k match, and a company-paid retirement plan. Your first day on the job. With Parker of Yankton, you don't have to imagine, because all these benefits begin day one. We are hiring assemblers, material handlers, and line operation techs for both shifts. Don't mind working nights? Enjoy a pay differential of $235. If you're looking to upgrade your career and have day one benefits, apply today at Parker.com.
Parker, engineering your success.
The Dakota Theater in Yankton is always in need of volunteers. There's something for everyone, such as being involved with shows on or off stage, selling concessions, greeting, ushering, cleaning before and after, cleaning the bathrooms, organizing, helping with the lights, the sound, the costumes, decorating, and more. The Dakota Theater in Yankton is so grateful for every volunteer. Theaters for everyone. For more information, go to dakotatheater.org or call 665-4711.
The thought of moving can be overwhelming. This is Deb Speck with Vision Real Estate, and with 20 years of experience, I know how to make the process less stressful. The market is just heating up, so if you're thinking of buying or selling, call me and we'll talk about the whole process. And when you're ready, I'll guide you every step of the way. Call me, Deb Speck, with Vision Real Estate, 605-664-5555.
All right, back on the pregame show from Coors Light and Miller Lite now. Thank another sponsor of ours, Dakota Mac. Whether you're a farmer, rancher, investor, or simply a Lancer fan, look to Dakota Mac for your ag financing needs. Visit dakotamac.com to learn more. We were just handed the lineup cards We'll talk about the starters a little later here, but first things first, we got to go over some of the stats on the season coming into today for these two teams. I'm going to turn it over to Braden here in just a moment to give us the stats on the two starting pitchers, but first things first, I'll tell you a little bit about the hitters for these teams. The Lancers, 358 runs through 48 games so far this season. They're averaging about 7.5 runs a game, and their batting average as a team is a 321 with a 419 on base percentage. That is team averages. Lancers know how to get on base and score runs. They've hit 53 home runs on the season. Doane, on the other end, very good bats as well. 335 batting average, 334 runs through 45 games, just about the same amount as the Lancers in terms of runs per game on the season. 335 batting average, 420 on base percentage, and 54 home runs for the Tigers. Two starting pitchers here today, Slater Watterson for the Mount Marty Lancers, Caden Crawford for the Tigers. Braden, can you tell me about these two guys?
We'll start with the team that'll be the home team on the scoreboard, the Mount Marty Lancers. So a return to normalcy a little bit with Mount Marty as the home team. But Slater Watterson on the season, he's got a 4.73 ERA, which is fourth best on the team, second among regular starters, but only behind Palmer Jacobs. He's pitched 53 1/3 innings this year, second most on the team. He's allowed 31 runs, 28 of them earned, has 59 strikeouts, which is a team high, and a batting average against of 220. He's been a very good pitcher all year long. 11 appearances, 9 starts, 1 complete game coming against Doane, and a 4-4 record as a starter.
That's a look at some of your stats today from the Meat Lodge. If you want top quality meat at great prices, head to the Meat Lodge in Yankton on the way to the Lake Highway 52. We're going to go ahead and take a break now alongside Braden Butler. Braden's got something more. He's putting up a finger. What do you got, Braden?
I forgot about Caden Crawford's stats.
Oh, man, we'll give him to me.
The other pitcher on the other side.
Give me Caden Crawford. Give me Caden Crawford. How dare you?
Crawford's got a 4.43 ERA on the year. He'll be on the mound today for Doane. 12 appearances, all starts. He's thrown 3 complete games, including a shutout. 6-2 record for him. 61 innings pitched, second most on the team. He has 60 strikeouts, which is a team high, 31 runs allowed, 30 of them earned, and a 237 batting average against. These are two very, very good pitchers today. I don't want to jinx anybody, but I do expect maybe a more low-scoring affair with these two pitchers on the mound, but that wind will play a factor.
Wind is blowing out. We'll see what ends up happening. Both teams have some really strong bats, too. Now we've got our stats in. We got both of our pitchers. We've run through some of the hitting stats. We're ready to now talk with the head coach of the Lancers in Josh Tykrow. I spoke with him a little earlier today about this day 2 of the GPAC tournament. We're going to play that coming up next now. You're listening to Mount Marty Lancer Baseball, and this is KYNT.
Do you suffer from spring allergies? It may be time to visit a chiropractor. Yes, a chiropractor. Most people never consider chiropractic as an option, but we can help provide relief for allergy problems. This is Dr. Mackenzie Erlinson from First Chiropractic Centers. Chiropractic care helps to keep the body's immune system operating at a higher level, causing it not to overreact to allergens such as pollen, dust, or pet dander. Call First Chiropractic Centers or visit us at firstchiropracticcenter.com. First Chiropractic Centers, making life better, one adjustment at a time.
Tired of fine print confusion? Vision Insurance Group will help you see your insurance coverage clearly without straining your budget, covering everything from life and home insurance to auto, business, and long-term care. Vision Insurance Group offers coverage for South Dakota, Iowa, and Nebraska residents. Visit VisionInsuranceGRP.com to get a personalized quote today. Vision Insurance Group, protecting your future so you can live in the vision.
Beef, pork, seafood, poultry, and more. All at the Meat Lodge in Yankton. Get top quality meats at great prices. They have specialty items like lamb, brisket, mahi-mahi, crab legs, and lobster. They even have non-meat options like Dimmick cheese, pickled items, seasonings, and sauces. For your convenience, you can call and order curbside pickup or order online at meatlodge.com. The Meat Lodge in Yankton, on the way to the lake on Highway 52.
Small businesses are the backbone of our community. CoreTrust helps your business thrive with checking, online bill pay, small business loans, credit card processing, local approval and support for government grants and loans, investments to grow your hard-earned assets, and insurance to protect them. All from CoreTrust, the community bank that's right down the street and everywhere you want us to be. Visit CoreTrustBank.com today.
Member FDIC.
Looking for the perfect place to get together with friends and family, watch the game, and enjoy some of the best wings in town? Make plans to visit Checkers Sports Bar and Grill. Whether it's baseball, hockey highlights, or any other sport, your game day cravings are covered. Enjoy the action while you dig into mouth-watering wings, juicy burgers, and stacked sandwiches. Open Tuesday through Sunday. Checkers Sports Bar and Grill is Yankton's favorite spot for food, friends, and sports. Your game days belong at Checkers.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
All right, back here in the pregame show from Coors Light and Miller Lite. Always remember, drink responsibly as we go now to the head coach of the Lancers in Josh Tykrow, getting ready for day 2 of the GPAC tournament. Coach, you get to co-host this, which is very nice, and now you get Doane. Tell me about the Tigers and what you are expecting day 2 of the GPAC tournament.
Yeah, Doane, they got a good team. We played them early in the conference season. I want to say it was our second doubleheader of the GPAC season. We went to their place. We split with them in a doubleheader there. A really good couple of games. Just this time of year, they're probably going to be more intense games. So excited to compete against them. Again, it'll be a great matchup.
Let's talk about your arms for a moment. Palmer Jacobs throws a pretty good game yesterday, and he went deep into it, which is what you need from a starting pitcher in tournament play, because pretty much your whole full bullpen is open. Your 2 relieving arms in Hagee and Dahl both threw under 30 pitches. They should be pretty good to go here as we keep rolling. Slater Watterson on the mound today. Last time he faced Doane this season, really was able to handle him. 10 strikeouts in the game, and the Lancers get that win with Slater Watterson throwing the complete game 8-2. Tell me about Watterson and your bullpen.
Yeah, Slater's going to go today against Doane. He's had another nice season for us, especially his last outing too against Morningside. Heading into this tournament, he did really well, and we were monitoring the volume a little bit, just knowing that we're prepping for a short turnaround for the GPAC tournament. But excited just for him to keep building off of that last start that he had, and continue to just compete hard. That's one thing that he does a really nice job of too, kind of similar to Palmer. He's just an ultra competitive arm. And then when it comes to the bullpen side of things, like you alluded to, got a lot of guys that are going to be ready to roll again today, just with how we were able to manage it yesterday. No one had a ton of volume. Everyone just kind of was able to go in there and do their job and piece it together a little bit out of the pen. So that's huge for us, going into today.
When you talk about one more guy here in Joe Goki, we saw him go down, kind of non-contact leg thing yesterday. Can you give me an update on him maybe and Tyler Vance?
Yeah. So Joe, he won't be playing today. Hurt his knee yesterday on that play where he rounded first base. That's really all I got right now. We don't really know exactly what it is, but certainly won't be playing today, but he'll be in the dugout with us supporting his teammates. And then Tyler Vance, him and Cannon Marshall, actually, they both had a lot of success in the middle infield throughout the year. And those 2 guys they're going to be ready to go for us today and moving forward when we need them. So
Coach Tykrow, thank you very much for your time. Good luck today. You're 1 win away from Friday.
Yes, thank you, Tal.
That brought to you by Sherco. When you need to be sure, make it Sherco. Back in a couple of minutes now with first pitch. Mount Marty Doane. Day 2 of the GPAC tournament starts when we return.
Before the Lancers play, after the game, or maybe even while watching it here. Enjoy authentic flavor at RB Grill House and Sports Bar.
We're American themed and feature handcrafted dishes and daily specials with an amazing selection of beer and spirits. Enjoy burgers, steaks, wings, and ribs, sandwiches, salads, seafood, and plenty of HD TVs.
Authentic flavor,
Family driven,
and a memorable atmosphere.
Join us at RB Grill House and Sports Bar, next to River Rocks Event Center on Broadway in Yankton. Go Lancers!
All right, back here on that pregame show from Coors Light and Miller Lite. Thanks to Coach Tykrow for coming and talking with me this morning. Certainly excited about the win last night and looking forward to this Doane game are the Lancers. These two teams split earlier this season once again. Lancers took Game 1 with Slater Watterson on the mound. Game 2 went to the Tigers. We are just about ready to roll as we go through our field conditions here, Braden. We're sitting right around 59, 60 degrees. Temperature is starting to rise here in Yankton as we are approaching noon. Winds coming in from the north today, right around 20 miles an hour. That is blowing out in this stadium. Balls are going to carry.
And I'm seeing wind gusts anywhere from 30 to 35 as well. So if we get a big stream of that wind as well when one of these balls gets in the air, it's going to push it.
A lot of balls yesterday that we saw. Lancers hit. Should have been out. Wind kept them in. That will not be the case today. Just in the late game last night, there were five different hits that went back and looked through it that probably should have been out. 3 for the Lancers and 2 for Morningside. Those are going to be home runs here if they're hit this way in this game. So I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. Get the bats going. But you got 2 really good pitchers on the mound, too. And I think it's going to be who can keep the other team in the park more with how this wind is working tonight.
With that, we'll take one final break for our national anthem. We'll come back in a couple of minutes and get things rolling. Alongside Braden Butler, I'm Tel Tanner, back here in a couple of minutes at Riverside Field-Yankton for first pitch of Game 1 of Day 2.
Not all funerals are the same, and neither are funeral homes. This is Paul Wintz of the Wintz and Ray Funeral Home and Cremation Service in Yankton. A death in a family is one of life's most significant events. We understand the importance of such an event and realize there are no second chances. We will guide you through all your options so you are comfortable with the services chosen. Our experience, professionalism, compassion, and attention to detail will ensure everything is perfect. Winston Ray Funeral Home, Yankton.
Hey, we know an auto accident takes a bite out of your life. You hear that sickening crunch and it's instant stress. Who do I call? What will insurance cover? How long will this take? How much will it cost? Well, relax. You found Abra. Rest assured, the friendly Abra professionals will make your experience easy and hassle-free. They'll help you repair your car so you can get on with your life like nothing ever happened. Contact Abra today. Locally owned and operated by Northtown Automotive, North Highway 81. Looking for fuel or more? Stop by Triple Time Rudy's, your locally owned convenience store at 17th and Broadway. At Triple Time Rudy's, they're proud to support the community, offering fuel discounts to Yankton's largest employers and backing local activities and events. Inside, you'll discover regional favorites like Dimmick Cheese and premium meats from the Kaler and Renner lockers. Whether it's a quick snack, a tank of top-quality fuel, or a taste of local goodness, Triple Time Rudy's, fueling your day, fueling the community.
The other day, a woman came into the UPS store to make some color copies for a project. As we were finishing up, she asked if we could help her design and print graduation announcements for her daughter. The answer? Of course we can. Hi, this is Doug with the UPS store of Yankton. For over 8 years, we've been helping families with everything from basic copies to beautifully customized graduation announcements. Come see us at the UPS store today and let us help make your special occasions even more memorable.
FM 1021 and AM 1450 KYNT Yankton.
Let's go ahead and start things off here in Yankton. Alongside Braden Butler, I'm Tal Tanner. Let's turn it over to Mr. Butler for first game today. I will be calling later games today, but I want to save that voice as we've got 6-7 games to broadcast here. So I'm going to take a back seat. Braden, welcome to Takeover.
Welcome to Takeover Yankton. Mount Marty, we'll start out in the field. Home team on the scoreboard. All is right in the world once again. Normal once again, I should say, after they were the road team last night against Morningside.
Road team against the doubleheader in Morningside to finish up the regular season as well in their own home stadium. It's weird. Last 3 games, the Lancers have been the road team in their home stadium.
We'll take it where we can get it, I guess. It's a little awkward, but everything works out in the end. That ends okay. And, as they line up out in the field, we'll talk about some starting lineups brought to you by Foreman Charters. Let Foreman Charters do the driving for your next trip. You can see upcoming tours at foremanbus.com. Talking about how the Lancers are lining up out in the field. They got Will Gardner in left, Jalen Owens in center, and Shugo Kondo in right. Third base, Ryan Bachman. Shortstop, Tyler Vance in place of Joe Goki. Second base, Daniel Vonnegut. And first base, will be Cooper Milnerick, designated hitter Jackson Nome. Your battery today, Slater Watterson on the mound, and Aiden Chang behind the plate. Had to speed run that a little bit as the first pitch is in there for strike one. We're underway with Watterson.
And he's got Logan Amick at the plate, and he's going to put one out to left.
Base hit to lead things off here. That's putting the runner on first. Opening hit for the Doane Tigers here. I haven't even pulled up the live stats yet to get things rolling. That's how quick they're moving down on the field.
Let's roll through the batting order here for the Tigers now. Amick leading things off, just got on base. Kwapnoski now approaching. This is the DH, lefty batter. Volcano, that is Johnny Volcano, by the way, going to bat third in the order. Bond fourth. The other Volcano, Aaron, the younger brother, will bat fifth. Takahashi 6, Jones 7, Nevels 8, and Nix batting in the 9-hole today. Caden Crawford on the mound in the bottom of the inning.
So 1-0 count to Kwapnoski here as he's at the plate, took ball one. Left-handed hitter here for the Tigers. Takes that one for a ball. It's a 2-0 count now to Kwapnoski. Dangerous hitter for Doane. Team leader in batting average for anybody with more than 20 games played this year.
444 on the season with a .530 on base percentage.
Billy Bean would love him.
I love him.
That misses the zone as well. Outside for a ball. It's a 3-0 count now to Kwapnoski.
I don't know who wouldn't love him. Are you seeing 444 batting average, .530 on base percentage? Anybody
pitchers.
Who doesn't opposing pitchers. That's who doesn't like him. I don't think Slater likes him right now. Slater's got him in a 3-0 count right at the moment. Down to the count is Watterson.
Kwapnoski's had a good eye all year too as he takes ball four. That's the 23rd walk drawn of the season for him, and it puts two runners on.
Yeah, tough start to the game for Slater Watterson. We talked about him at length in the pregame show. When he faced Doane earlier this season, through the complete game, allowed only 2 runs. Lancers win 8-2. He ended up striking out 10 of the 30 batters he faced. Probably the best game he threw all season long for Slater Watterson. This tough start here, however.
Corner infielders playing in here as well, potentially looking for a double play ball, trying to get as many outs as possible. They started to go around, but they say he didn't follow through, so that's ball one.
This is Johnny Volcano now up to bat, the older brother of the Volcanos we talked at length about yesterday. And according to a quick poll of the dugout while I was down there, the better looking brother as well. I thought that was funny.
Yeah, they're brothers. They basically look the same. That one misses for ball two, and Watterson struggling to find the zone here early on. Rare to see for Slater Watterson out of the gate. It's been a very steady hand for the Lancers all year.
I will give you his season stats: a .473 ERA, 4 wins in 11 appearances, 9 of those starts on the season, 59 strikeouts to 18 walks coming into today.
Gets that one over for a strike call. 2-1 count now here to Volcano.
Batting average against Slater Watterson on the season, by the way, is at .220.
Here's one out to right center field. Owens getting underneath of it, and he will glove it. Good use of the speed. Runner tagging at second. He'll head to third. And no throw to third. Vonnegut cut it off behind the second base bag, but make sure that runner stays at first. Runners at the corners for Doane after that fly out to center field.
Something of note with the Lancer D, by the way, Tyler Vance out there at shortstop today. No Joe Goki for the Lancers, once again, as we talked about in that pregame interview with Coach Tykro. Went down in the end of the Morningside game last night. We're thinking about him. Vance capable. He's had many starts at shortstop throughout the season, especially early in the season as well.
I think back to the doubleheader earlier this season with Doane as that one misses inside for a ball. Vance was the starting shortstop in that game. Goki was actually at second. You got Vonnegut, who's done great out at second base. He's out there in the middle infield with Vance today. Throw over to first, not there in time, but keeping the runner close. That's Kwapnoski out there at first, the designated hitter.
The only other change for the Lancer defense is a change at first base as well. Molnaric is taking over first base.
Yeah, Lucas Kamshoff got the start yesterday. They've kind of rotated around at first base all year.
All year. Usually one of them takes one game in the doubleheader, the other one takes the other, so it's not uncommon to see this change at first.
Doane's bats have been very disciplined so far in this one. There was another ball there from Watterson. It's a 2-0 count now. Throw to first, not there in time. Gets Kwapnoski to slide back in. But it's not like these pitches have been like blatantly obvious, way outside the plate, easy to lay off of. They're just being very disciplined right now, are the Tigers. There's strike one there from Watterson. It's a 2-1 count now to Bond. It's Aaron Volcano on deck, and in the hole is Taiyo Takahashi.
Yeah, you talk about the walks for Slater Watterson, 19 on the season, including the one we just saw, compared to 59 strikeouts. He's quite literally got 40 more strikeouts than walks.
And he gets strike two there. 2-2 count now here to Bond. I'm glad you brought up the just, honestly, the lack of walks issued this year. He has been very, very good at not giving free runners away.
This is a different start we see for Slater Watterson. Hopefully he'll shake this off here. Runners on the corners, but only one out. Doane threatening to put one on here.
2-2 is going to be sent out to left field, and the Tigers will score the first run of the game. Coming across home plate is Logan Amick. That's an RBI single for Jordan Bond. 2 runners on, 1 out, and stepping up to the plate will be Aaron Volcano.
Yeah, they put one on the scoreboard right away. Runners on the corners with 1 out. That's a good situation for the Tigers, and there's still only 1 out with 2 on base now. Runners on first and second for the Tigers. Volcano, the right fielder, coming into bat once again. This guy's got a .333 batting average, 404 OBP, 30 RBIs on the season. He's looking for 31 on the first pitch from Watterson. Strike one, swinging.
Good play out in left field there by Will Gardner, charging up on that kind of soft fly out in front of him. Kept the lead runner at second base, too, so that helps Watterson trying to work out of a 1 out, 2 on situation. Here's the 0-1 to Volcano. On the ground to the third baseman, up with it. 5-4-3, completes the double play and ends the inning. But one Doane Tiger comes across the home plate on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 runner does get left on base. We head to the bottom of inning number 1 here on KYNT and KYN-TV. The Lancer bats when we come back in 60 seconds at Riverside Field.
Fitness has changed. There's no longer a need for a gym membership to access quality instructors and equipment. This is Ken at Ace Bike and Fitness, and we have the equipment you need for the best workout. Ellipticals, treadmills, rowing machines, and bikes, including the Schwinn indoor cycling bike that's a fraction of the price of the other brands. With Ace Bike and Fitness, we service what we sell, so you'll get our support even after you leave the store. Visit Ace Bike and Fitness today.
That's you trying to fix the plumbing yourself to save a few bucks. Doing things yourself doesn't always end well. The same goes for insurance. That's why Auto Owners works with local independent agents who tailor coverage to meet your needs and offer discounts for life, home, car, and business insurance. Because sometimes you need a professional to get the job done right. That's simple human sense.
Don't gamble. Insure with MT and RC Smith Insurance in Yankton, your independent agent for home, business, auto, life, and bonds. Visit mtrcsmithinsurance.com.
Welcome back in here on KYNT and KYN-TV, as well as on the GPAC network for the Morningside Mount Marty pod of the GPAC tournament. Co-hosting here today, Morningside without a home field, so Yankton gets to play host to the to one half of the GPAC tournament. It'll be Caden Crawford on the mound here for Doane, heading into his first inning of work.
Caden Crawford, 4.43 ERA. Remind you of his stats. 6 wins in his 12 starts with 3 complete games in there, including a single shutout. 61 innings pitched total. He's got 60 strikeouts to 28 walks, a .237 batting average against him. He's good. That's the wrap up there. He's good.
That's why you tune into us here on KYN.
Good at baseball.
KYN-TV. Expert analysis as Chang shows bunt on the first pitch of the game.
Yeah, trying to catch him off guard. Saw Doane do exactly that yesterday against Northwestern, actually. Showed bunt on the very first pitch of an inning with a known hitter as Chang gets hit by a pitch.
He'll wear that one down the first baseline and hustle down the first baseline, too. I don't know if he's trying to run away from the pain or what, but took that one, I think, on the hip or on the side, maybe the oblique area. There's your anatomy lesson for the day. And he'll put a runner on.
And the 17th hit by pitch for Chang this season far and away the most on the team getting hit.
He's either crowding the plate or he is saying something, but in all my experiences, he's a nice guy, so I assume it's option one.
No, it's option one there. He's actually really good about taking those as a bunt attempt goes foul from Owens. Really good at taking those. I actually spoke with him a little bit on the Lancer Locker earlier this week, Monday evening. Was able to have him in the booth. That is up on KYN TV. Talked a little about why he takes those, and he says, I don't really know. I think it's just the way I turn and gets the shoulder in there when I'm in there. He's definitely in the plate, but he's also a very nice guy. I've heard great things from umpires about him, about the way he talks when he's behind home plate. When an umpire is singing your praises, you know you're a good dude.
I'll say the quiet part out loud. It's not like the umpires get a lot of praise from players sometimes, so I don't know how much it takes. And that's not a shot at the umpires we have today. We had a great crew out here yesterday for those games, and should be another great crew today. It is an 0-2 count, though, to Jalen Owens. He went for a bunt on the first pitch, popped it up behind him, and then had a check swing that got off the end of the bat. Here's a grounder right side of the infield. No double play available, so he advances the runner to second. That is Cannon Marshall at second base, too. Pinch running for Aiden Chang, but the first out of the inning on the 4-3 putout.
Yeah, you get the courtesy runner in for the catcher Chang there. Marshall leading off a second. Owens not able to run out that short hitter over to second. Fast guy, but didn't quite get there in time. That'll bring up Ryan Bachman, third baseman for the Lancers, who's hitting .367 on the year, .495 on base percentage. He's got 46 RBIs and a man in scoring position as he starts his at-bat.
You know, we'd love to get 47 as he takes that one maybe low, a little bit outside as well for a ball. We are a little off-center up here in the booth, but I trust the umpires. 1-0 misses as well. It's a 2-0 count now to Bachman. Well, they're getting the ball back to Crawford on the mound. Big thank you to Les Schwab Tires. For tires, brakes, alignments, and more, visit Les Schwab Tire Center in Yankton. Get more from Les. Here's the 2-0 from Crawford. Swung through it there for Bachman. Floor just kind of dropped out the bottom of that one.
It was a well-thrown pitch.
It's a 1-0 score line here, bottom of inning number 1. Doane was able to get one runner across in the top half of the first. Here's the 2-1 to Bachman. That one over the chalk of the left-handed box. It'll be 3-1 to Bachman. Daniel Vonnegut on deck with Shugo Kondo in the hole for the Lancers.
Cannon Marshall, a good base runner. Usual courtesy runner for Chang the catcher. He's got 11 stolen bases on the season with 28 runs scored.
Here's a chopper to the shortstop. Up with it, fires across in time. Tying run moves 90 feet away from home plate, but there are 2 down now in the inning after back-to-back groundouts to the middle infield.
Daniel Vonnegut's the man who can tie up the game with a single swing of the bat. Batting cleanup here, .380 batting average for the junior. 52 hits and 37 RBIs, .419 on base percentage. Vonnegut's had a good season at second.
That was Neville's out there at shortstop making that play as that one bounces for a ball. Vonnegut into the glove of the third baseman. Almost got it over his head, but that will be out number 3. Cannon Marshall gets stranded on third after the L5 in the scorebook. No hits, no runs, no errors. 1 runner gets left on base for the Lancers. We go to the top of inning number 2 here on KYNT and KYN TV. Slater Watterson back on the mound for Mount Marty. We're coming back in 60 seconds with more Lancer baseball.
Looking for the perfect pair of glasses? At Vision Care Associates, we've got you covered. Step into our showroom and discover our vast selection from timeless classics to the latest trends. With several styles to choose from, you're sure to find the perfect match for your look. Experience personalized service and expert care, whether you need help finding the right frame or adjusting your new glasses for the perfect fit.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
At Elwood Family Dental Care, we treat our patients like family.
We have an experienced and extremely caring dental team. We take the time to make sure you understand your oral health and answer any questions you have about your dental treatments.
With an office located in the heart of Yankton at 1818 Broadway, we're centrally located for all patients in the area.
Whether you need fillings, crowns, or bridges, just a teeth cleaning, or even Botox.
Contact Elwood Family Dental Care today.
Back to live action here on KYNT and KYN TV. Taiyo Takahashi leading things off for the Doane Tigers as he takes ball 1. Braden Jones on deck. Justin Neville's in the hole will be the 3-batter minimum for Doane. So 1-0's foul tip back into the glove for strike 1.
Takahashi, 356 batting average on the year. Only a sophomore. Young player playing very well in GPAC.
Takahashi, a Nebraska kid, played his high school ball at Lincoln Southwest. He's in a 1-2 count now. That one bounces in front of the plate. Watterson tried to get him to go fishing in the dirt. Watterson into his windup. He'll wheel and deal to Takahashi. Starts to go around but holds up in time. Count goes full. We'll get a payoff pitch to Takahashi to lead things off in the top of the second.
Takahashi, a good eye. Went without a hit yesterday, but had 2 walks and ended up scoring 2 runs.
And that one, that's why they wear those arm pads. Right off the elbow pad of Takahashi. He'll take first base on the hit by pitch, and that's a leadoff base runner.
Slater Watterson threw 54 and a third innings he's thrown this season. That is the 7th batter he's hit all year. For Takahashi, looks like that'll be the 8th time he's been hit.
Watterson, the senior here for the Lancers. Came to Mount Marty from Eastern Oregon University by way of Burley, Idaho, as Braden Jones out at the plate. Pops that one up and out of play. Jones, a 6'1" sophomore out of Papillion, Nebraska. Played his high school ball at Papillion La Vista. Jones takes that one for a ball. It's a 1-1 count now here from Watterson. One-one. Takes that one for a ball, too. 2-1 count now here from Watterson to Jones.
I don't believe we saw Jones yesterday. He's got a 333 batting average on the year, does the sophomore. Playing first base.
Heard somebody from the Doane dugout as there's a thrower to first base, not there in time. Takahashi slides in safely. But I heard someone from the dugout yell, "Let's go, Braden!" And I went, "Wait a minute. How do they know I'm here?"
The Doane dugout is cheering for you specifically, sir.
Ooh, had a bend out of danger there for Braden Jones. That one was up around the eyelids. 3-1 count now from Watterson. Here's the 3-1 from Watterson. Ball 4. Jones takes first base. That puts 2 runners on with nobody out in the inning. And both have been a free pass so far. 1 hit by pitch and 1 walk. And it looks like head coach Josh Tykra wants to take some time to talk to his pitcher on the mound, Slater Watterson.
Yeah, he's just going to go out, see if he could calm him down here. It's been a really interesting and uncharacteristic start for Slater Watterson. We've talked about his stats. We've talked about how many walks and hit by pitches he's had all season. And this is weird. This is not Slater Watterson we're seeing here. Maybe a little bit of nerves here, first game of the tournament. Coach Tykra with some words of encouragement, just trying to calm down his infield.
And, you know, we keep saying it, but Watterson is a really good pitcher all year long. He's been right there, a 1-2 punch with Palmer Jacobs at the top of the rotation. So, like you said, this is most likely just Tykra trying to calm the nerves, set everybody down, say, hey, you know, we are who we are. We beat a great team in Morningside yesterday. We can and are one of the best teams in the GPAC, even if the record may not show it. So let's settle in, play a game how we want to play a game, and we're only down 1-0 in the second inning. It's not over yet. You can't be thinking that way. There's a big moment here early on, though, for Justin Nevels, the shortstop, the 8-hole hitter here for Doane.
Nevels did have a hit yesterday and 2 RBIs.
If he finds a gap here, he can add to that one. Does take strike one, so whatever Coach Tykrow said, it worked on the first pitch.
.349 on base percentage for Nevels for the redshirt senior. Shortstop batting .258.
Watterson checks the runner at second. He'll fire home the 0-1. That one is fouled up and over our heads out of play.
0-2 for Watterson incoming. No outs on the board. You could really use a K in the books here.
And he can set the double play ball to end the inning, too, with the punch out here.
They got one in the first, and
Jerry Nix, the catcher, is on deck, and then it goes back to the top of the order. Logan Amick is in the hole. Amick, the lone run scored today so far. He was driven in by Jordan Bond. This one popped up left center field. A couple different players converging on it. It looks like Owens will glove it. Had that late break on it going towards the fence, so the wind definitely pushed that one. Runner advances from second to third. That's Takahashi. So it'll be runners at the corners with one down in the inning. Double play ball still on, though, for the Lancers. They could use it.
that late break on that ball ended up being what advanced the runner, actually. Owens was in a great position to grab that and get the throw in instantly. The runner on second was starting to relax for a second, and then that late gust blew it a little bit. Owens had to go back towards the fence to get it, turned his back to the runner, and that's when the guy was able to take off.
And there was a throw over to second there for a moment. Watterson and the Lancers thinking that Takahashi didn't tag up correctly, so they threw it over there just to see. Umpire calls him safe. Says the number 9 hitter, Jerry Nix, at the plate, the catcher. Nix lays down a bunt. Watterson scoops it up. A 1-3 putout will be the second out of the inning, but not before Takahashi crosses home plate. Second run of the game for the Doane Tigers on the sacrifice bunt.
That was very well done by Doane right there. Only one out. You know you can beat it out. Beat out the throw over to first, and even if you can't, that's only 2 outs. You get the second run of the game. 2-0, Doane with the advantage.
1 run in each inning so far, and here comes Logan Amick, the center fielder, singled to lead off this game and came around to score. Watterson with an 0-1 count now. That one just misses low. Amick takes ball 1.
Logan Amick, .372 batting average on the year, 28 RBIs off 64 hits, .437 on base percentage. Back at the top of the order, he's their leadoff man. Did get a hit and scored a run in his first trip here.
Two-1 count here, as that one misses for a ball. Looking at the roster here, Amick, the only player from Florida that's on the varsity roster here for Doane. Traveled a long way here to come to South Dakota.
They got plenty of Alaska players on here too. Some Canadas. They recruit all over.
Yeah, multiple players from different provinces in Canada. I got Christian Yanez from Mexico City, Mexico. So a little bit of an international team as well for Doane. This one has popped up. And getting underneath of it is Aiden Chang. He will glove it. Makes a little contact with Milneric, but he'll hold on for out number 3. 1 run does come across for the Tigers. No hits, no errors, and 2 runners get left on base. Or 1 runner gets left on base, excuse me. We go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Mount Marty trails 2-0 here on KYNT and KYN-TV. The Lancer bats when we come back in 60 seconds.
Slumberland Furniture is your local destination for top brands like Lazy Boy, Ashley, Flex Steel, Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, and more. Carrying a full range of mattresses and furniture for every room in your home, you'll find styles you'll love at values that make sense. From everyday essentials to name brand comfort, Slumberland offers the selection, and their service goes the extra mile. Visit Slumberland Furniture, 2401 Broadway in Yankton, where helping you create a comfortable home is what they do best.
They say tomorrow is always coming, but never arrives. It's always just beyond today. Not true when it comes to internet. Tomorrow's technology is already here. we'll need solutions that are even faster, smarter, and more secure. So let's go. Let's go to a place where Midco Internet connects you to all the possibilities of tomorrow. That's where we're going today. Midco. Let's go beyond.
Welcome back in here for more GPAC baseball. The Mount Marty Lancers trail the Doane Tigers 2-0 as we head to the bottom of inning number 2. Leading things off in this half inning for Mount Marty will be the 5-hole hitter Shugo Kondo playing right field today. Tyler Vance on deck. Will Gardner in the hole completes the 3-batter minimum.
Shugo Kondo, good bat for the Lancers, right fielder. 2 weeks ago had 3 home runs in 3 games, 12 RBIs, 7 of them in 1 game.
And Kondo says this one down the left field line. Left fielder giving chase. It's at the fence, and it is fair. It is gone. Shugo Kondo cuts the lead in half. 2-1 down the left field line, wasting no time getting the Lancers back on the board.
There was exactly 1 home run hit in the entirety of yesterday's games between 4 different teams, and it was this Mount Marty Lancer team. Aiden Chang hit it, and now Shugo Kondo gets the second of the Morningside pod here in the GPAC tournament, first of day 2, and 1 run on the board for the Lancers.
That one towed the line all the way down the left field line. It's 324 to the left field pole, and Kondo cleared that pretty well.
Oh, I'm not going to lie. As soon as it was off the bat, I watched it for a second, then looked away because I thought it was going to go foul, and it just stayed fair. It just didn't break.
And that might be, we mentioned earlier, the wind pushing towards right center might have helped a little bit.
Might have helped.
The wind giveth and the wind taketh away, and Tyler Vance in his first at-bat shoots a single right back up the middle. So after a leadoff home run, they got a base runner as well for the Lancers with nobody down.
We talked about it a little bit yesterday. As a Midwestern man, I feel like I'm inherently born with a hatred for the wind. That's just how it works in the Midwest. But today I'm gonna like it. I'm gonna be a fan. First time in my life I'll ever say I like the wind.
Left-handed hitter Will Gardner coming up to the plate next. Gardner playing left field today, getting his first at-bat. Throw over to first, not there in time as Vance gets back safely. Doesn't even need to slide going back to first.
Give Vance props once again, getting in there and getting a hit on it. I think his first pitch, first or second one in there. Once again, in for the injured Goki today.
Swing and a miss there for Gardner. Talked about Canadian representation on Doane's side. Couple bits of Canadian representation for Mount Marty as well. Gardner, one of them from St. Albert, Alberta.
Yeah, there's guys from all over on these teams here. Even Grand Island, Nebraska.
Yes. Grand Island, Nebraska, the most exotic place. If you're from Grand Island, hi.
Hello.
It's a 1-1 count. Here to Gardner, as that one missed away for a ball. And shoot, guys come from as far away as Yankton, South Dakota here to Mount Marty.
That's true. That's true.
Down the block. It's a 1-2 count now to Gardner as he takes that one for a strike. I know it's coming across as a little facetious, but it just goes to show how much these NAIA programs will just go out searching for talent going across the country and even across the globe, as that one is swung on and missed for strike 3 for Will Gardner. First out of the inning here for Crawford as he settles back in after giving up a home run and a base knock to the first 2 hitters.
Yeah, you say a lot of local talent, but all over the world as well. Shugo Kondo for the Lancers, who just hit that home run out of Japan. Came in from Tacoma Community College before Mount Marty, originally from Japan there. Now Molnaric taking pitches here. He is a local kid out of Bennington, Nebraska. Semi-local, I should say.
It's in the region.
It's in the region. It's in the area.
If I can get there in a day drive, I consider it in my region.
Yeah.
Molnaric does swing through that one for the strike. It's a 1-1 count now. Molnaric was not in the starting lineup yesterday. He's playing first base today in place of Lucas Kamshoff. They've split that position basically all season.
Well, Narek, a good bat for the Lancers. Deceptive when you look at his stats. He's only batting .244, but one of the best eyes on the team and only a sophomore. A .464 on base percentage because he's been walked 25 times.
That's something that I want to say is rare in younger guys.
Yeah, he's a sophomore.
Being that disciplined at the plate, having that good eye.
Second on the team in walks.
And about half the at-bats as well. Here's the 1-2 for Crawford. Runner takes off for second. Throw down from Nix. In there in time. They threw him out heading to second base. Great throw there from Nix behind the plate. And that'll clear the base paths and send Tyler Vance back to the dugout.
I don't hate the strategy. Tyler Vance has got 4 stolen bases on the season, was looking for his 5th there to get himself in scoring position. Instead, that's out number 2.
And when Eric pulls that one down the first base line, it goes out of play. Right side of the infield playing pretty far back, expecting a pull if it's a hit from Milmerick. You see the shortstop playing almost over the second base bag. I have my opinions on the shift, but it's a great strategy. Here's a 2-2 to the right side of the infield, scooped up over there at second. Into first in time, a 4-3 putout ends the inning. But 1 run does come across on a solo shot for Shugo Kondo to lead off this inning. 2 hits total, no errors, with no runners left on base. We go to the top of inning number 3 in a 2-1 ball game. The Lancers trail by 1. Slater Watterson looks to keep it that way when we come back in 60 seconds. This is GPAC Tournament Baseball on KYNT, KYN-TV.
Have a large group or event that you'd like to offer clothing for? JJ Benji's can make you look good. Instead of you taking orders, collecting money, and then delivering the clothing, let JJ Benji's handle it all. JJ Benji's will create an online store with the merchandise you want to offer. People order, pay, and then JJ Benji's will ship it. You just provide a link or QR code to the online store, and that's it. Contact JJ Benji's in Yankton for more information.
Is it time for a new job? Aztec offers you the variety you seek. Aztec is now seeking employees for all shifts for the following positions: assemblers, painters, CNC machinists, and welders. Aztec offers competitive pay, 10 paid holidays, incredible 401k, paid partner leave, safety incentives, and a sign-on bonus for production workers. To apply for these jobs or see what others are available, go to aztecjobs.com. Aztec, built to connect from rock to road.
Welcome back in here on KYNT and KYN-TV. I'm being judged up in the booth. Braden Butler here with Tell Tanner today for some GPAC baseball tournament action. We got the Mount Marty Lancers and the Doane Tigers on the field right now. Top of inning number 3. Doane leads 2-1.
I was going to mention it, but now that we are, man showed up to the ballpark today packing 3 energy drinks.
And this one, shot out to right field. Will drop in front of the right fielder for a base hit. That's Kondo up with it. But a leadoff single here for the Doane Tigers. That belongs to Sam Kwapnowski. Reached on a walk. It was stranded on the base paths back in the first inning. Leadoff base runner here for the Tigers brings up Johnny Volcano.
Kwapnowski, good bat, 444 on the season. We talked about him. Johnny Volcano, another good bat, 364. He's batting 52 hits and 143 at-bats entering today.
Give me credit, Tell. I have the 3 energy drinks. I also have Lifesavers and sour gummy worms.
You're prepared, man. I appreciate it.
Prepared for something. Doctors hate me. It's an 0-1 after a first pitch strike from Watterson.
Good time to mention our sponsor, Avera, moving health forward.
It's the perfect time to mention Avera. They'll be seeing me shortly.
Keep yourself healthy out there.
0-2 counter. That one is pumped by first strike. Volcano at the plate, Bond on deck, and then Aaron Volcano in the hole right now for the Tigers. Nobody out in the inning for the leadoff single. This one keeps Volcano alive, and that's fouled up over our heads and on the play. Two runs, 3 hits, no errors right now for the Tigers. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors for the Lancers. Watterson with the 0-2. This one potentially playable for Milneric. He's given chase all the way to the fence, but it lands in the bleachers down that first base line.
The errors you just mentioned are something that has been a little interesting for the Lancers recently. They were a team that was, throughout the entirety of the regular season, just about very, very disciplined. If they had one, it was a game, and that was about it, if they had one. They really kept it disciplined. In the last 2 weeks, errors started stacking up, which led to a lot of those losses, especially in that Morningside game. Series, I should say.
That one, strike 3 swinging. Slater Watterson. Ever since that little pep talk from Coach Tycro on the mound, he has been dealing, got out of that last inning, and then gives up the leadoff single, but then a strikeout there of Volcano.
I've heard good things from baseball players talking about Coach Tycro. He's a player's coach, knows how to get to him because he was a player. He played here for Andy Bernardo and was an assistant coach for a long time in Yankton.
His connection to the community and the university is talked about quite often for guys that are getting recruited. Won't get too far off track here, but I know at least one Yankton kid who is committed to Mount Marty to continue his baseball career here has said it's because of Coach Tycro that he chose Mount Marty. And Coach Tycro, when he was a player, was actually part of camps that Mark Cottle went to, who's going to be coming to Mount Marty next year. It's a 1-1 count here to Jordan Bond. An RBI single back in the first inning, scored Logan Amick. Leadoff runner on first, that's Sam Kwapnowski.
Good time as we're talking about Coach Tycro in the GPAC tournament. He helped lead the Mount Marty Lancers to the 2012 GPAC tournament championship. Secured the conference title in 2012 when he was playing for him.
This one sent out to left field. Gardner gets underneath of it. He'll glove it with the left hand for out number 2. Kwapnowski races back to first base. 2 down now in the inning for Aaron Volcano.
I'm now just reading through his stats as a player, reminding myself how good he was as a pitcher. He actually, his junior year, made at the time, single-season record for the Lancers with 18 pitching appearances. That has been broken since then, but good pitcher was Coach Tycro. Long coach here, assistant, elevated to head coach in recent years.
Lancers love to build from within. That is just the feeling you get, especially in the baseball program, which is nice to see. I'm trying to find the words. I talk for a living, and sometimes I don't know how to. It's a 1-0 count here from Watterson. This one, hot shot to the third baseman, in and out of the glove of Bachman. Up with it, fires across the diamond. Not in time. That's a tough play to make over at third base for Bachman.
Yeah, they call it the fast corner for a reason. That one came in hot.
And they do credit it with a hit as well, so it doesn't go down as an error. Statistician agreeing with my thoughts there that is just a tough play to make. No shame on Bachman for it.
Yeah, Bachman's trying to shake out that hand a little bit. Those hit hard, send the vibrations up. There's a little bit of pain there he's trying to get out.
Calm down there, Marky Mark.
I think it might have hit his throwing hand was the one he was shaking out. I think that might have hit him, not in the glove, but maybe in the arm of the other hand. It came in so fast.
No love for the Marky Mark reference and the Funky Bunch. Feel the vibration?
I'm going to be completely honest, man. I don't know it. You're going to hate me for that.
Mark Wahlberg made a rap album in the 90s. That one's fouled off over our heads out of play.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. I can't say Mark Wahlberg's rap albums
might have been late 80s, actually.
Something I think about a lot. But look, I guess now that you say that, it does ring a bell.
As a proud 2001 baby, I like Marky Mark and his Funky Bunch.
You're a special man, Brady.
And I also love the other guys. Great movie.
Showing up here with lifesavers, fruit bite crawlers, 3 energy drinks.
And a dream. This one's sent out to right field. Shugo Kondo getting underneath of it, and he will glove it for out number 3. First time in this game, no runs come across for the Doane Tigers. They did strand 2 runners on base. No errors in that inning for the Lancers. We go to the bottom of inning number 3 in a 2-1 ball game. Lancer Bats trying to tie it up or even take the lead when we return. This is GPAC Tournament Baseball on KYNT. KYN TV, back in 60 seconds.
Try Runza's Lemonade Refreshers, powered by plant-based natural caffeine. And They come in 4 delicious flavors: pomegranate passion, mango mojo, prickly pear, and watermelon wild. Why do you keep doing that?
These refreshers are just so refreshing.
But you don't have to make that noise every time. Try Runza's lemonade refreshers. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
Whether you're grilling with family and friends, hitting your favorite hiking trail, or catching a beautiful Midwest sunset, Good Boy Vodka ready-to-drink cocktails go wherever the good times are. With bold flavors like lime, black cherry, and cranberry, each can is just 95 calories, no sugar, and gluten-free. No mixers, no mess, just smooth refreshment in every sip. Grab a pack of Good Boy Vodka cocktails because good days deserve a good drink.
Caden Crawford back out on the mound for his 3rd inning of work. We're in the bottom of inning number 3. Leading things off this half inning for the Lancers will be the 9-hole hitter, Jackson Noem, and then back to the top of the order, Aiden Chang on deck and Jalen Owens in the hole.
A good bat for the Lancers now at the plate, getting ready to complete the first trip through. Jackson Noem, the DH. Give you his stats on the season. Noem batting .309, batting average .402 on a base percentage.
Here's a chopper to the shortstop, hit pretty hard. Noem trying to beat it out down the first base line. He will not for the first out of the inning. It's a 6-3 putout. Noem, I have to wait till next time he's up to talk a little bit more about him, but from what I've heard in the past, just a guy who worked his way all throughout his career to get onto varsity. He's really showed out this year in his role, and we'll talk more about that next time he's up to the plate. But Aiden Chang coming to the dish now, was hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. Cannon Marshall came in to run for him, and Marshall got stranded on 3rd.
I was in that first inning yesterday. Chang had a 3-run homer over the right center fence, the only home run of the day with the wind blowing in.
And
all these big hitters here.
Down the left field line. Could be another tying home run, but that's going to be pushed foul.
Well, foul there.
Little too much. A little out in front of that one. Chang knows it, too. He's smirking as he's stepping back into the batter's box.
Chang wears that smile when he's batting a lot. He's just a guy that loves the game.
This one also sent foul on the left field line. Not as long as the last foul ball, but it all counts the same. It's an 0-2 count to Chang. And Chang struck out there. Tag applied after on the drop 3rd strike by Nix, but that'll set him down to second out of inning number 2, and now with 2 away, Jalen Owens steps up.
Owens, the center fielder for the Lancers. 39 stolen bases on the year, far and away the most in the GPAC conference. Top 15 in this nation. And he can bat pretty well, too. Foul ball there, but Owens has got a .361 batting average on the season.
It looks like he chopped that one off himself, so doesn't look like he's in any pain down there, but definitely felt that. And I know I wasn't here, but I was running your board last night for the Mount Marty game, and I know in the postgame, Coach Tykrow talking about wanting to get Jalen Owens to 40 stolen bases.
It'd be nice to see. Anytime he's on, we'll be looking at it. You can see Owens today working a little bit with that face shield going over the left side of his face. A week ago yesterday versus Morningside, took a high fastball, ended up keeping him out of a couple games.
Here's a soft grounder to the third baseman. Owens can't beat it out. A 5-3 putout ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, no hits, no runs, no errors, nobody left on base. Good inning of work for Caden Crawford and the Doane Tigers. Their bats coming up when we come back. This is GPAC Baseball on KYNT, KYN-TV. Back in a minute.
I didn't know you did that. We hear that often. This is Matt Hansen with Hansen Briggs Advertising. Our slogan is, for all your printing and promotional needs. I emphasize all because we do apparel, pins, signs, printing, calendars, business cards, custom forms, banners, flyers, drinkware, bulk mailings, and much more. If you have a project, I'm sure Hansen Briggs can help. 1213 West 9th Street in Yankton or online at hansenbriggsadvertising.com.
Your operation never stops. You work early mornings, late evenings, weekends, and holidays. At H&R Block of Yankton, we understand the demands of agriculture. That's why we're here to handle the numbers, every expense, every deduction, so you can focus on growing what matters. From tax prep to full bookkeeping, H&R Block of Yankton is rooted in helping agricultural businesses thrive. So leave the numbers to us. Contact locally owned H&R Block of Yankton at 605-665-3366 for less stress and more success.
Welcome back in here on KYNT and KYN-TV, as well as on the GPAC network. Thank you for joining us wherever you may be watching. Yes, even you in Mrs. Katie Ladwig's English class right now. Thank you for joining us. Slater Watterson back on the mound here for the top of inning number 4. They trail the Doane Tigers 2-1 to the Mount Marty Lancers. This is Braden Jones at the plate for his second appearance of the game.
Jones was walked his first trip here.
And he's going to split the gap left side of the infield for a base knock. That's a leadoff base runner for the Tigers.
Good bat, 333 on the season. And that'll be hit number 28 for him in 2025, only a sophomore. Bring up the shortstop.
This is Justin Nevels now to the plate.
Maybe not. No. We're going to have a courtesy runner. Or pinch runner here, actually. The first baseman, Jones, going to come out. Pinch runner, Max Harris, redshirt sophomore out of Baldwin, Missouri.
Neville's hitting back into the box now. Watterson on the mound again. It's the 5th hit of the game for the Tigers from Jones there. Neville sends this one out to left field. Gardner gets underneath of it and gloves it for the out. That'll send Harris back to first base. He's running for Jones, as you mentioned, Tell.
A line drive out to left field there. Good catch by the senior Will Gardner.
That brings up the 9 spot. Jerry Nix, the catcher. Made a good play defensively here recently, throwing out a runner trying to take off for second base.
Ripon, California is where Gerald Nix is from. 360 on base percentage, 266 batting average on the year for the senior catcher.
Oh, 1 count to start things here after a strike from Watterson.
Yesterday, Nix did get 2 RBIs, no hits, no runs, 1 walk in there as well.
Throw over to first, not there in time. Gets Harris to slide back in head first.
Yesterday's game, a run rule victory in 8 over Northwestern, led off this tournament.
The 0-1 from Watterson swung through by Nix for strike number 2. I think there's any relation to Bo?
I hope so.
You're a Broncos fan. You should know.
I hope so.
Bo Nix is old enough. He could probably be his uncle or something.
Bo Nix saved my mental health.
I don't think you realize how sad of a statement that is. Up and over our heads and out of play on the foul ball.
It had been 8 years, Braden. 8 years of terrible football for the Broncos. Bo Nix has taken us out of it. I love that man.
You know, I just like giving you a hard time.
You just wish the Cowboys would go do something. No, let me guess. This year's your year.
I love Dak Prescott. Always have. Here's the 0-2. Just ignore when I didn't. That one's fouled off. No, it's funny. The last year I spent saying Dak Prescott's not the answer was the last year we actually did anything. It was the year before he broke his ankle against the Giants.
That was a tough time there.
Got us Micah Parsons. I'll handle it. That one misses away for a ball. 1-2 count now from Watterson. And what happened this year? Dak Prescott gets hurt. We draft Tyler Booker. History says Tyler Booker's going to be good. Maybe I'm coping. Maybe I'm not. Maybe it's Maybelline. 1-2 count. Watterson taking his time, being patient on the mound. The 1-2, that's fouled back into the net. They'll do it again.
Yeah, Nick's staying alive here, just battling in this at-bat, keeping himself rolling. Righty batter, righty pitcher.
Might have mentioned it earlier on in this at-bat, but as it continues to go here, Nix does have an RBI in this one. 0 for 0 officially. It was a sacrifice bunt. Here's the 1-2. That one misses low for a ball. 2-2 count now to Nix. Nick's a redshirt senior for this Doane team. Here's a shot to the third baseman, Bachman, and that one is in and out of the glove at third. Nix is going to reach first base on what almost surely will be ruled an error over there at the hot corner.
Yeah, a rare mistake from an experienced senior in Bachman, too. One of the better third basemen in the GPAC conference. Just in and out of the glove there. Had a solid chance at least one out.
And it looks like there is a courtesy runner for Nix at first base, too. I believe it was number 28.
Well, that would make sense.
It'd be Gage Riba. 5'11" redshirt freshman out of Springfield, Nebraska. Gage Riba, excuse me.
Say it would make sense as he comes in and runs quite often. He's scored 9 runs on the season, has stolen 2 bases as well.
Runners on first and second with a 1-0 count. This is Logan Amick at the plate, the one-hole hitter.
Strike throw. Back at the top of the order here for the Tigers.
That puts Kwapnowski on deck and Johnny Volcano in the hole. Here's a 1-1 from Watterson. This one sent out to left field. That's going to score at least another run. It's going to roll all the way to the fence. Coming across home to score is Max Harris. They pump the brakes at third, though, on Reba. It's an RBI double for the Doane Tigers. That's Logan Amick now standing at second base. 3-1. Tigers increase their lead here in the fourth.
Doane's rolling in this tournament. They had a run rule victory over Northwestern yesterday once again. 11-1 was the final after 8 innings. 10 after 7 is that run rule in the GPAC. And they've already got a 3-1 advantage over the Lancers here in the fourth. With 2 more in scoring position, 1 out on the board.
Kwapnowski sends this one out to center field. Owens getting underneath of it with 1 down. They're going to send the runner from third. Throw in goes to Vance. He cuts it off. That's a sac fly RBI. Another run for the Doane Tigers, courtesy of Sam Kwapnowski. It scores Gage Reba from third. 4-1. Doane has the lead here in the top of the fourth. Amick remains at second base after his RBI double. Runner still in scoring position here for Johnny Volcano. Volcano, no gloves, no elbow pads, just a bat and vibes. Doesn't even wear a shin guard.
Gotta watch, though.
Gotta know what time it is, and it just says it's time to hit. It's a 1-1 count here from Watterson after that one was in there for a strike. Chang giving the signals to Watterson here.
Tigers all wear that band on the left wrist. Play sheets.
That one got him to swing through it for Volcano. 1-2 count now. Watterson trying to work out of this inning with minimal damage. 2 runs have come across. It's a 3-run ball game right now. Here's the 1-2 from Watterson. Tried to get Volcano to chase, but it drops too low and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on second base here for Doane. Watterson trying to work out of the inning and give his team a chance to cut into the lead here in the bottom of the fourth coming up. Making a 3-2 count, goes full. Volcano battling back here in this at-bat, was behind in the hole early. With Volcano at the plate, it's Jordan Bond on deck, and then Aaron Volcano in the hole. No guarantee we see either of them with 2 down. Volcano starts to go around, and they say he did. Couldn't check his swing in time. Strike 3 called, and that will end the inning, but not before 2 runs come across for some damage done for the Doane Tigers. 6 hits, no errors so far for the Tigers, and 4 runs. They lead by 3. Lancer bats when we come back here on KYNT and KYN-TV in 60 seconds.
If it's time to review the look of the signage at your business, let Mayor Signs help. They offer all types of signs, including lit, non-lit, digital, and much more. They also do logo creation and vehicle wraps. Their technicians arrive on site fully equipped to get the installation done with quality workmanship. With the latest tools and technology, Mayor Signs provides high-quality installation service for any sign. Contact Mayor Signs today on 4th and Broadway in Yankton.
Buying a home isn't just about real estate. It's about investing in yourself. At the Move Group, we believe the best time to buy is when it makes sense for you. Our expert agents put people before transactions, meaning we listen first, provide honest guidance, and help you make a confident decision. No pressure, no gimmicks. Markets change, but the right home is about more than just numbers. It's about finding the right fit for your life and your future. When you're ready, we're here to help. Contact the Move Group today.
Caden Crawford back on the mound for another inning of work here for the Doane Tigers. Mount Marty trails Doane by 3, heading into the bottom of inning number 4, trying to cut into that deficit here. It'll be Ryan Bachman, Daniel Vonnegut, and Shugo Kondo, the 3-batter minimum. Kondo, the lone run of the game so far, a solo home run back in the 2nd inning.
Give you Crawford's stats so far in this game through 3 innings. He's thrown 33 total pitches through 3 innings. 2 hits and 1 run allowed. That was that solo shot from Shugo Kondo. 2 strikeouts, no walks. He's faced 11 batters.
And Bachman pops this one up. It'll go out of the field of play for a foul ball.
Lancers still early on their 2nd trip through. Bachman bats 3rd in the order.
And looking at it here for Crawford, those 2 hits he's given up came back-to-back. So there was just 1 trouble spot in the 2nd inning. Outside of that, he's retired everybody, except for a hit by pitch to Aiden Chang to lead things off. Only 3 base runners so far for the Mount Marty Lancers. Here's a chopper left side of the infield. Bachman trying to beat it down the first base line. 1 third baseman grounds out to another. And that's how we start the bottom of inning number 4. Brings up Daniel Vonnegut, lined out to the 3rd baseman to end the 1st inning.
Mount Marty had a slow start offensively yesterday as well. First runs of the game didn't come until the 5th for the Lancers. They ended up putting up 8 total, winning that game.
3 in the 5th, and then I believe 5 more in the 6th. So that was, this team can ignite quickly. Just got to get it going. I think the goal right now for the Lancers is to make Crawford eat pitches on the mound and try to get him out of the game, because he has been difficult to deal with.
Yeah, when you enter the 4th inning with only 33 pitches thrown, that means your first 3 innings went pretty well.
The 1-1 is in there for strike number 2 to Vonnegut. 1-2 count now to the Lancer 2nd baseman. Shugo Kondo on deck. This one sent out shallow right field. A couple different players converging on it, but it would be gloved in right for out number 2. That's Aaron Volcano out there. 2 down now in the inning brings Shugo Kondo to the dish.
Last time he was here, the solo home run, lone run of the game for the Lancers.
Kondo tries to check his swing. Like I say, he went around for strike 1.
Yeah, he went around there just a little too far.
Here's the 0-1 to Kondo. They say he
Same
went around
story.
again.
Yeah, same story.
2nd verse, same as the 1st. Kondo's going to adjust the gloves. And Crawford, who's got him, Kondo to second-guess himself twice now, really has control of this at-bat. Kondo's got to find something he likes here. take that one on the outside for ball 1. Here's the 1-2 to Kondo. Outside again for another ball. Sun peeks out from behind a couple clouds here at Riverside Field. And that one's outside again. 3-2 count. Shugo Kondo able to battle back for a payoff pitch coming.
That bat started 0-2, 3 straight balls here. See what Crawford's got.
That one gets him swinging for strike 3, and that might have been the only pitch in the whole at-bat that was actually over the plate. Crawford working well there, gets out of the inning, 3 up, 3 down. No hits, no run, no errors. Nobody left on base. 4-1 your score as the Lancers retake the field when we come back in 60 seconds. This is GPAC Tournament Baseball on KYNT and KYN-TV.
You want peace of mind that you're healthy. Support your breast health by getting a mammogram every year starting at age 40. Multiple Avera Breast Center locations across the region offer easy access. We'll create a screening plan that makes sense for you. You have access to specialized breast cancer experts should you need it. Find a screening location near you at avera.org/breast.
Hard Mountain Dew, the dew you love with a kick of 5% alcohol. It's a new flavored malt beverage available in 4 bold flavors, including Mountain Dew, Baja Blast, Live Wire, and Watermelon. Mountain Dew lovers of legal drinking age can experience the bold citrus flavors of the soft drink they know and love with 5% alcohol, 0 caffeine, and no added sugar. Experience hard flavors like Original Mountain Dew, Live Wire, Baja Blast, Watermelon, or Baja Blast Pineapple, Punch, and Mango flavors. Get your Dew today.
Starting off the 5th inning now. Doane with a 4-1 advantage over the Mount Marty Lancers. I'm Tel Tanner. Taking over for just a moment as Braden had to step out. Slater Watterson on the mound for the Lancers. Ball 1 on the first pitch. Strike thrown here looking. Bond, the third baseman, taking pitches to start off the 5th. He has 1 hit, 1 RBI so far today. Watterson, strike 2 on the breaking ball there. Bond will remind you of his stats on the season, .352 batting average. Had a hit and a run yesterday as well. Ball throw from Watterson. Makes the count even, 2-2. 2-2 pitch incoming as we welcome back Braden Butler.
Hello.
Hello. Hi, how you doing?
You'd think I wouldn't be awkward coming back onto a broadcast eventually in my career.
Just had to step out for a second, come back, man. You got this. Like we got this.
It's just TCB, Tel Tanner. TCB, taking care of business. That's what we call it. Here's the 3-2 from Watterson. Misses low for a ball. That'll be a walk.
Hello.
It's me. And that's all I'm going to say so we don't get copyrighted.
Yeah, that's fair.
4-1 score, nobody down in the inning. That's a leadoff walk for the Doane Tigers. Puts Bond on first and brings Aaron Volcano to the plate.
I wonder how much of a song you have to sing yourself in order to get copyrighted. Does it also matter how good it is?
I think it's 10 to 30 seconds, and they do punish you more if you're worse, if you're bad at it.
Okay.
Vance with a long run into foul territory. Gloves that one for the shortstop. Great play made by Vance. Sorry, I'm talking about copyright rules. For out number 1.
Are you thinking we shouldn't do Taylor Swift karaoke then?
No.
Okay. We'll do that next game.
Taylor Swift karaoke. Notorious for having lawyers that don't like people using her music without permission.
Yeah.
That is not who I'd want to mess with.
Do not mess with Taylor Swift ever.
We've lost the plot here a little bit. Here's the first pitch of the at-bat to Taiyo Takahashi. Hit by a pitch. Came around to score a run back in the 2nd inning and then flew out to right field to end the 3rd inning.
Yeah, that fly out to third right in the third was a tough one too. Left 2 on for Takahashi.
1-0 Takahashi in there for a strike. It's a 1-1 count now from Slater Watterson. It's another ball taken there by Takahashi. It's a 2-1 count now from Watterson. Was updating my scorebook here. That one misses high and tight for a 3-1. Mount Marty provides stats and everything, but just out of habit, I like keeping my own scorebook. And while trying to get the last out of the 4th inning for the Tigers, I accidentally wrote down Takahashi struck out in this at-bat. And he's not going to as he sends this one out to right field. Shugo Kondo will get underneath of it, though, for the out.
So you're not a prophet, but you did have half of it right. It was an out.
I have bits and pieces of the future.
Okay. I got you. It's almost like baseball. The majority of the time hitters do get out, though. That's just kind of the way the sport works.
If you get on base like a third of the time, you're a good player.
Yeah.
When it comes to baseball, so
it's a crazy thing in this game. You fail way more than you succeed.
If I'm successful 30% of the time on a broadcast, I'm getting cut.
You're gone.
That one chopped foul.
Just shows how hard it is. Probably the hardest thing in sports is hitting a baseball.
Unless you're the Yankees with their torpedo bats. Every 3 weeks, they turn into a team full of Barry Bonzes. A coincidence? I don't think so.
Josh Bolter, who's going to be on the game 2 incoming, is not going to be happy with you for those words there, Mr. Butler.
He knows I'm joking. That one
Our
sent
resident
foul
Yankee fan.
down the left field line. The only reason I even bring up the torpedo bats, because honestly, like Cody Bellinger was using them last year for the Cubs, so I can't talk that much. The only reason I bring it up because I know it upsets him because of how people say things on Twitter. I just like to get him going. Here's the 0-2. In there, strike 3 looking Slater Watterson. Able to battle back, set down the side on that one. Only one base runner. He was stranded on first. A punch out to end the inning. It's 4-1 as we head to the bottom of inning number 5 here on KYNT and KYN TV. Lancer bats when we come back in 1 minute. This is GPAC Tournament Baseball.
Hey, son, can you hand me that vice grip? As any farmer or rancher knows, having the right tools in the toolbox is important. That goes for your ag lending as well. If you're considering expansion, restructuring debt, or purchasing equipment, call Dakota Mac. We have a toolbox full of lending solutions to help you with your ag financing needs.
Hi, it's Jeff Wolfgram from Dakota Mac. Call us at 800-682-4578 to learn how Dakota Mac products can work for you.
You pay what we pay with Ford's From America, For America employee pricing event now through June 2nd at Lewis and Clark Ford. Get employee prices which are below invoice on most new Ford vehicles. Plus, employee pricing is in addition to any other discounts or incentives available. We're proud to be an American company, and we're saying thanks, America, with employee pricing. See our new Ford selection at Lewis and Clark Ford, 4th and Capitol Yankton, or online at lewisandclarkford.com.
Welcome back in here on KYNT and KYN TV. Caden Crawford back out on the mound for his 5th inning of work. He has had a great game so far. Allowed 2 hits, both of them in the 2nd inning. Did give up a solo home run, but outside of that, basically unblemished tonight for Crawford. He has been dealing.
Right now at Les Schwab Tires, it's the Best for Less sales event. Save up to $120 instantly on a
Tyler Vance leading things off in this half inning. Vance, Gardner, Milneric. That's your 3-batter minimum for the Lancers. This one's sent out to right field. That will drop for a base hit. Leadoff single here for Vance. He's now 2 for 2 on the day.
Yeah, stepping up in a big moment here once again with the injury to Joe Goki yesterday. Vance having to come in short notice and all of a sudden start games in the GPAC tournament. At shortstop, he's played well defensively and 2 for 2 now at the plate. See if the Lancers can get him home this time. He was caught stealing last time he was on base.
Will Gardner coming to the dish now. He struck out in his first at-bat back in the second inning. Gardner shows bunt, pulls back as that one bounces in the dirt for ball 1. Do want to thank some of our sponsors for helping make this broadcast possible, like Core Trust, helping you achieve your personal and business goals. Core Trust Bank, raise your expectations. Member FDIC. And Coors Light and Miller Lite. Whether it's either Coors Light or Miller Lite, please drink responsibly. There's a bunt laid down by Gardner, scooped up by the third baseman, charging hard. Gardner does not beat the throw to first. That was a close play at the bag. Runner advances to second, so Vance in scoring position as the Lancers are looking to cut it into a 2-run deficit, but Gardner almost beat that one out.
Yeah, very nearly. That was a close play over at first for the senior Gardner, but once again, as you said, he does advance Tyler Vance over to second. He's in scoring position with 1 out on the board. Molnaric now steps up, 0 for 1 today, but once again, one of the better eyes on the team, only a sophomore with 25 walks on the season.
And he will send that one into right field for a first pitch base hit. Vance making the turn at third. No, they're going to hold him at third. That ball gets away from everybody, though, and now the Lancers might be second-guessing that, where if they would have sent Vance, he'd be home right now, but you can't bank on the throw going awry. Yeah. So you got to play that smart.
Once it went, he could have tried and sprinted out, but that would have been a close play. See if he could get there in time. Either way, the Lancers will have runners on second and third now with 1 out on the board. Molnaric with a good hit there, his 20th of the season.
Yeah, Molnaric heads up base running by him. People were focused on Vance at third and the throw in. Molnaric was able to scoot to second with nobody paying attention.
And we're at the bottom of the order.
It's true, this is Jackson Nome at the plate, grounded out to the shortstop back in the third inning. His lone plate appearance so far. I want to talk about him a little more earlier on, but didn't get a chance to. Just a guy who's been with the Lancer program for years, has really come out and made an impact as he sends this one out to left field. That one's going to be on the warning track and caught. Deep enough to score the run from third, though. Sac fly RBI from Jackson Nome. Showing out here late for the Lancers. 4-2 your new score. Lancers down 2 here in the bottom of the 5th.
Well struck ball from the senior there. It does lead to the second out, as you said, but the Lancers get their second run of the game, make it a 2-run score. Bottom of the 5th, still a long way to go in this one. We got 9-inning games here for the tournament.
We're at the exact halfway point. 4.5 innings done, 4.5 innings left.
And this is, by the way, the final game of the GPAC Morningside pod here that is not an elimination game. From this point on, somebody's getting eliminated in pretty much every game.
If you win this game, you really set yourself up for success. You only have to win 1 game tomorrow if you win this one today to advance to the GPAC championship.
And the other team in tomorrow's bracket advancing from the losers bracket will have a single loss, so they'll have to beat them twice in a row. Winner of this game has a heavy advantage. This game has massive stakes. Even though it's not elimination, usually the winner of this game ends up advancing to the conference tournament championship.
2-1 count now here to Aiden Chang's top of the order back on. And just look at it. You win this game, you only have to win 1 more game to get to the GPAC championship. You lose this game, you have to win 3.
Yeah.
3 is the magic number, but not for whatever team wants to win this tournament. They'd much rather have only 1 more game. Crawford showed like he was going to throw over to second, just getting Molnaric to slide back in there. Runner is in scoring position here for Aiden Chang. He gets a piece of that one, but not enough of it. Chang is very deliberate in the batter's box. He's got a routine. He sticks to it basically every time as that one misses low and away for a ball.
Can't argue with the results. He's had one heck of a season.
I'll say watching him get into the batter's box. I'm always a fan. He kind of like slides in from the back of the batter's box, sneaks around the left shoulder of the umpire. Payoff pitch, misses low and in for a ball. 2 runners on for the Lancers, brings up Jalen Owens.
Tanner Marshall will come into courtesy run for the catcher Chang. He'll be on first. Milnerick on second. 2 outs are on the board as Owens steps up. Big at bat here. He's got a chance of putting runs on or retiring the Lancers and going to the 6th down 2. Mound visit first from the Tigers.
Yeah, they want to talk some things over, try to settle things down. Caden Crawford has been on point all night long, or all day long, excuse me. This game started at noon. But a little bit of a trouble spot here in the bottom of inning number 5. 2 runners on, 1 run already across. Got to start thinking. A well-placed strike from Jalen Owens could tie this game up if they get the runner moving from first and Marshall. We'll say with 115 right now, or 114 right now currently. That first game of the Concordia pod for the day should have had their opening pitch here recently.
Just a few minutes ago, they were scheduled to go out at 1 o'clock.
That's Concordia and Briarcliff. Caden Crawford, his first pitch of the at-bat to Owens, misses low and away for a ball. It's a 1-0 count now to the Lancer center fielder. Of course, that Concordia pod hosted down at Plum Creek Ballpark in Seward, Nebraska. The 1-0, Owens pops it up. Nick's trying to get under it, but it's going to go out of play.
You got to call some games down there last year for the GPAC tournament, Braden. I know you enjoyed that. Always good to see some GPAC tournament action.
I didn't enjoy the drive home.
Yeah, it's a long
but I enjoyed being down there for the games. I know Joe Gokey's walk-off home run, one of my favorite memories right now as a broadcaster. Here's the 1-1. Owens, left side of the infield, scooped up by the third baseman. He'll just go short throw to second base to end the inning. A 5-4 fielder's choice ends things, strands the runners on as well. But 1 run does come across for the Lancers. They trail 4-2 heading into the top of inning number 6. And it looks like we're going to get a new pitcher on the mound for the Lancers as well. We'll have all that for you when we come back in 60 seconds here on KYNT, KYN-TV.
Hard Mountain Dew, the dew you love with a kick of 5% alcohol. It's a new flavored malt beverage available in 4 bold flavors, including Mountain Dew, Baja Blast, Live Wire, and Watermelon. Mountain Dew lovers of legal drinking age can experience the bold citrus flavors of the soft drink they know and love with 5% alcohol, 0 caffeine, and no added sugar. Experience hard flavors like Original Mountain Dew, Live Wire, Baja Blast, Watermelon, or Baja Blast Pineapple, Punch, and Mango flavors. Get your Dew today.
Hey, son, can you hand me that vice grip? As any farmer or rancher knows, having the right tools in the toolbox is important. That goes for your ag lending as well. If you're considering expansion, restructuring debt, or purchasing equipment, call Dakota Mac. We have a toolbox full of lending solutions to help you with your ag financing needs.
Hi, it's Jeff Wolfgram from Dakota Mac. Call us at 800-682-4578 to learn how Dakota Mac products can work for you.
Welcome back in here on KYNT and KYN-TV. New arm on the mound in Garrett Seamson. We'll talk about him in a moment, as well as give you a little update from Concordia and Briarcliff. First game of the Concordia pod for the day, and Bulldogs already up in that one time.
Yeah, bottom of the first inning, Concordia leads 2-0. That one just underway. We'll keep you updated throughout this afternoon on those games. They are an hour behind us, however. Our 3 games started at noon. Their 3 games start at 1. We probably won't have final of game 3 down in Seward, but we'll certainly have the first 2. First pitch strike here for Simpson.
Yeah, getting on the board early with the first pitch strike. That's what you want to see for a guy out of the pen.
Give you Simpson's stats on the year. 7.13 ERA. This is appearance number 15 for the relieving arm for the Lancers. He does have 1 start as well.
This one shallow. Actually, this might not even leave the infield as Vonnegut's getting underneath of it. He will glove it. Barely gets out of the infield for out number 1.
Back to Simpson's stance. He has 3 wins and a save on the resume. 24 complete innings pitched. 43 hits, 24 runs is what he's given up this season. 7 walks to 21 strikeouts on the year.
That was Justin Nevels at the plate who popped out to lead things off here. 1 down in the inning for Jerry Nix, the catcher. Nixon, this one has a sack bunt for an RBI and then reached on an error. He was then courtesy ran for by Gage Reba, who was stranded at third base. Check that. Reba came across to score in that inning.
Do we do Slater Watterson's final stats yet?
We have not yet, no.
Let's do those after this pitch.
1-0 from Simpson, fouled back into the netting, and I'd be looking for a dentist if the net wasn't there.
Slater Watterson threw 5 innings today, 85 total pitches, 6 hits, 4 runs, given up 3 strikeouts, 3 walks, 25 batters he faced.
One from Simpson sent out to right field, and that will drop in fair territory, scooped up by Kondo down the right field line. He'll fire it in, cut off by Vonnegut, but no throw to second. That is a double, 1-out double for Nix, and that should bring in Gage Reba to pinch run.
Yeah, the catcher showing some wheels there, able to get 2 bags out of it. Reba already in scoring position, 1 out on the board for the Tigers.
And that gets back to the top of the order for Doane as well. Logan Amick has a single, a double, an RBI, and a pop-out. He's also scored a run. A little bit of everything.
Somebody out there in the dugout for Doane yelling chicken jockey.
The Minecraft movie is taking over.
Have you seen it yet?
No.
Me neither.
I'm an adult who pays taxes. In reality, I just haven't had time.
I am also an adult. The taxes thing is up for debate.
Here's the 1-0. I'm telling the IRS. That one fouled away. Out of play.
IRS, no. No, IRS, no.
Simpson comes set for the 1-1. Working out of the stretch here with the runner on second. Try to get him to chase away, but doesn't get it. Amick takes it for ball 2. Reba getting his lead off a second. Simpson staring him down, trying to keep him close to the bag. Now he comes home, swung through that one. That was a hardy cut by Amick. Shaking his head as he stepped out of the batter's box. Look at Amick pulled his head a little bit as he was getting the bat around. Simpson set for the 2-2. He'll kick and fire. Inside for a ball. Count goes full now to Amick. It's Sam Kwapnowski on deck and Johnny Volcano in the hole. Waiting in the wings would be Jordan Bond for the Tigers. Payoff pitch. Popped up. Looks like it's drifting towards foul territory. Kondo giving chase. Does not get there in time, though. Narek was near it as well. So we'll re-rack everybody and do it again with a 3-2 pitch. Simpson getting the sign from his catcher Chang. Likes what he sees as he comes set. Here's a payoff pitch. On its way to Amick. This one popped up in the field of play. Owens settling underneath of it in center field. He will glove it for the out. Runner takes off from second. No, he will hustle back to the bag. Jalen Owens got that one back in quick, fast, and in a hurry. Keeps Amick at second.
Exact same play we saw a few innings ago from Owens. We talked about how he was going to get it in and keep runners at the bags, but then a gust late turned his back to it. He had to go back towards the fence to get it, and that's what advanced runners, because Owens can do things like that. He's got a very good arm, brings things in from center real quick.
And just for clarification, it's Reba at second base. Amick's the one who flew out to center.
Kwapnowski now at first.
Yeah, Kwapnowski at first must have intentionally walked him. As Johnny Volcano comes to the plate.
Kwapnowski was, in fact, intentionally walked. Volcano, who has been struck out twice and was out in the third at-bat as well, struggling today. 4th trip here now. First time he's facing Garrett Simpson.
Yeah, fly out, strikeout for Volcano today. With 2 down in the inning, you got force at 3/4 of the bag as well. And the way Kwapnowski's been hitting, I'm not surprised that they just said, hey, go over to first base. Don't swing that bat. Here's a strike pump by him for number 2 from Seamson. It's a 1-2 count now out of Volcano.
We saw a similar thing last night, an intentional walk for the Lancers actually against Morningside. Aiden Shang was advanced to first. That ended up biting Morningside as the Lancers' next bat had a big hit, ended up getting a couple people home.
Starts to go around there for Volcano. The Lancers thought he went around. Umpire says otherwise. It's a 2-2 count here for Johnny Volcano.
That was a close one there. 2 outs.
They appealed down the first base line. Seamson for the 2-2. Volcano takes it for ball 3. Count goes full.
Big pitch incoming, impactful moment in this game. 4-2. Doane with the advantage. They have a chance to stretch that lead here.
Payoff pitch, runners take off, strike 3 looking, and for the 3rd time today, Johnny Volcano is retired via the punch-out. No runs come across for the Tigers. 2 runners get stranded on base. Garrett Seamson works out of a jam. Lancer bats when we come back on KYNT and KYN-TV in 60 seconds.
You pay what we pay with Ford's From America, For America employee pricing event now through June 2nd at Lewis and Clark Ford. Get employee pricing on most new Ford vehicles. That means you can get a vehicle from America's great car company at below dealer invoice, and employee pricing is in addition to any other discounts or incentives available. See our new Ford selection at 4th and Capitol Yankton or online at lewisandclarkford.com. Employee pricing now at Lewis and Clark Ford.
At Les Schwab, we've been changing the tire game for more than 70 years. Our Go the Extra Mile service means more hustle, less hassle. We design our own exclusive tires to give you more tires made for the road you drive, less compromise. All backed by America's best tire warranty included with every tire we sell. We're talking more unbeatable tire warranty, less charging you extra, like the other guys. It's why you get more from less. Book an appointment at leschwab.com.
Caden Crawford on the mound for his 6th inning of work here on KYNT and KYN-TV. He's pitched really well so far, but did give up the 2nd run of the game in the bottom half of last inning. Due up here for the Lancers in the bottom of the 6th. It'll be Bachman leading off, Daniel Vonnegut on deck, and Shugo Kondo in the hole.
Ryan Bachman has got a hold of one twice. 2 ground outs. He's been thrown out at first both times he's swung the bat. Looking for a change here. He's batting .367 coming into today. That on-base percentage just under 500. He's going to get his first hit of the day here, though.
Yeah, hot shot right back up the middle. Crawford had to duck out of the way of that one.
And that is what you need if you're the Mount Marty Lancers. We talked about it earlier in this game. This is a kind of a streaky, hot team. When they get something rolling, they're hard to stop. And the way you get something rolling, you get your leadoff man on.
Well, what, they had 5 runs in the 6th inning yesterday?
And 3 in the 5th. Their 8 runs came in the span of an inning and a half. Grounder this time, out towards left again.
Yeah, hard shot on the left side of the infield. Sorry there, Talbot.
Not a habit, honestly, for me.
Yeah, you're not used to playing color man for Mount Marty games, are you?
Not at all. This will be the first time I've done a color game for Mount Marty University, non-football, and maybe ever, actually.
Because I know it's you and Steve Toon for football, but outside of that, you're the man.
I love working with Steve in football season, though. Good dude.
Shows bunt, pulls back, does Shugo Kondo.
No, that's not true. Scott Kustra, 4 years ago, I think I did a baseball game with Kustra here in Yankton. Yep, we did. 4 years it's been.
Local legend. Here's the 1-0. Kondo shows bunt again. He gets this one down. Crawford up with it. Only plays at first. It's there in time, but both runners advance into scoring position. Tying run now 180 feet away at second base.
That's a good play for the Lancers. Sacrifice bunt, advance runners over to second and third. Bachman 90 feet away. Vonnegut in scoring position as well. This is a good moment, and now a hot bat up. Tyler Vance, who's 2 of 2 today.
Yeah, has 2 singles and a run scored. Was caught stealing back in the second inning. Got just a piece of that one, but right back into the backstop.
Vance up, Gardner on deck. A couple of good hitters ready to roll here for the Lancers, and they've got a chance to tie up this ball game now. 2 runners in scoring position.
Yeah, Cooper Milnerick in the hole, too, hit a single just last inning. It's a 1-1 count now here to Gardner. Look at this Lancer lineup top to bottom, and you look at the numbers. There's not a lot of weak spots, if any. Here's a hot shot right back up the middle. Vance, it's trouble over at shortstop, and Vance will make it to first base on the error. A run comes across, and the Lancers got runners at the corners with 1 down.
It's what you needed. Mount Marty puts the game within 1 in the bottom of this 6th inning. We're starting to get toward the later stages of this game, finishing up the middle here. And now it's Will Gardner stepping up to bat, lefty batter. He's had a good season so far, and he's got runners on the corners.
Tying run 90 feet away, go-ahead run on first, and then Will Gardner can consider himself a little bit of insurance.
Gardner's batting .350 on the year with a .425 on base percentage. He has 10 home runs on the season, and the wind's blowing out today. This is the home run king for Mount Marty this season.
I want to give thanks to Aztec. Build your career with a group that's built to connect from rock to road. Click careers at aztecindustries.com. And Dakota Mac. They can help you do the heavy lifting when it comes to ag financing. Whether you are a farmer, investor, or beginning farmer, they work hard to find lending solutions to fit your needs. Learn more at dakotamac.com. Bunt laid down by Gardner is going to score the run from third, and nobody's there to cover the first base bag. It gets away from everybody. Runner coming around third. It's Vance. He will come in safely. Another run scores. Will Gardner makes some chicken salad for the Lancers as things went awry in the field for the Tigers.
Mount Marty takes a lead off of it as well. Had runners on the corners. Vance went all the way around from first to home on that error for the Tigers. We talked about the Lancers. They can get hot at any moment, and that's exactly what we're seeing here in the bottom of the 6th.
Umpires are having a bit of a discussion.
Ooh, we might return a man.
And I was wondering if they'd call maybe interference, because Gardner got tangled up with the first baseman, didn't allow the first base, or I think it was second baseman, I believe, covering the first base bag, getting tangled up with him, didn't allow him to go after the ball.
Oh, the reason is he was on top of the base jumping for the ball. Gardner was trying to tag the base. It was not like after he had touched the base, ran into the guy. He was on the base.
I think that's what Tycro is trying to argue here as well.
See what the call is. And
it's either Lancer lead or tie game.
Yeah, they're going to return Vance over to third.
And I got to fix my scorebook again.
So tie ball game. Should be correct. Or would that make it?
It would be a tie game right now. 2 runs have come across. Bachman scored, and then Vonnegut scored on that. So it should be 4-4. Scoreboard here at the ballpark still says 4-3.
I'm trying to get everything situated here.
Then Eric at the plate, singled back in the last inning. Stranded on the base paths.
It was 4-3 when Gardner stepped up to bat. It was after Vonnegut reached first on the error. Or excuse me, Vance reached first on the error. That made it 4-3. And Bachman scored. So then in the next batter up, when Gardner got up, he hit that single to third. And that is when the error happened. Runners on the corners. The runner on third got home. That was Vonnegut. That tied it up at 4 apiece. It should be 4-4 here.
And they've updated now on the field as well, so everybody's on the same page.
Lancers could take a lead here with Milnerick if he gets his second straight hit. Got a hit last time he was here. He could get his first RBI.
Just as somebody who's keeping a scorebook, I'd appreciate if Milnerick scored Vance, so then I don't have to cross out the run I already wrote down. I should stop doing these in pen, but I digress. It's a 3-1 count now here to Milnerick as Sutton dips behind some clouds.
I always do it in pen because I like looking back at it a while later, and I don't like how pencil fades.
Are these the adult conversations I was told that we'd have someday?
Pen versus pencil.
Here's the 3-1 to Milnerick. A take ball 4. That will load the bases for Jackson Nome. Milnerick on first, Gardner on second, Vance on third. Nome, a ground out and a sac fly RBI so far in this one.
Bases loaded and 1 out. Bottom of the 6th inning. This is the exact spot where the Lancers got things rolling yesterday.
And it looks like there's going to be another mound visit here. And there has been somebody.
First change.
There has been somebody warming up over in the bullpen.
Yeah, he's coming out of the bullpen now. Looks like we're going to see our first change here. Crawford had a decent day to this point. Pitch count right around 75. 7 hits, 4 runs given up with 3 on currently. 3 strikeouts, 26 batters he's faced. If they do make this change here, which it looks like they are, if any of the 3 runners on do score, they will go to his total at the end of the day. But we got a new pitcher.
Yeah, Crawford taking off. We'll have the new pitcher for you when we come back here on KYNT and KYN-TV. Take a 90-second break, let the pitcher warm up, and then talk to you when we come back.
When it's time to celebrate, Pizza Ranch is ready. This is Mike with the Yankton Pizza Ranch. We've got plenty of room and plenty of food on our buffet for everyone, loaded with pizzas, desserts, and the country's best chicken. Everyone leaves a winner, so make it a buffet day at Pizza Ranch of Yankton, available every day from 11 to 8.
It's where life tastes better. Surround them up and head her down to the Pizza Ranch. Whoa, that's good.
Imagine paid vacation, sick leave, holidays, and full medical coverage the moment you start a new job. Plus quarterly profit sharing, 5% 401k match, and a company-paid retirement plan. Your first day on the job. With Parker of Yankton, you don't have to imagine, because all these benefits begin day one. We are hiring assemblers, material handlers, and line operation techs for both shifts. Don't mind working nights? Enjoy a pay differential of $235. If you're looking to upgrade your career and have day one benefits, apply today at parker.com.
Parker, engineering your success.
The Dakota Theater in Yankton is always in need of volunteers. There's something for everyone, such as being involved with shows on or off stage, selling concessions, greeting, ushering, cleaning before and after, cleaning the bathrooms, organizing, helping with the lights, the sound, the costumes, decorating, and more. The Dakota Theater in Yankton is so grateful for every volunteer. Theaters for everyone. For more information, go to dakotatheater.org or call 665-4711.
Welcome back, KYNT, KYN-TV. Bases loaded for Jackson Nome. Raiden Steele, the new arm on the mound. And he throws ball 1 to Nome.
Raiden Steele, a 4.12 ERA, 4 wins, 3 losses, 17 appearances. He has 3 starts in there as well. 54 and 2/3 innings pitched. He has had a lot of work this season. 45 hits, 27 runs is all he's given up through those 54 innings. He has 14 walks to 28 strikeouts on the year.
And a really cool name.
And a really cool name, Raiden Steele. We were talking about the winner of the best name yesterday. This might take it today.
It's a 1-1 count from Steele to Nome. That one left a little low for a ball.
Doane might just sweep the cool names. Volcano was one of the ones we were talking about yesterday.
Here's the 2-1 from Steele, swung through by Nome. Nome's got some good bat speed. He hits the ball hard. If he's able to find a gap, could score multiple runs for the Lancers. Shoot, even if he doesn't find a gap, he can still score a run for the Lancers. He's got a sac fly already in this game. Here's the 2-2. Gets him to swing through it. Steele steadying the defense right now for the Tigers.
And that brings up Aiden Chang.
Leadoff hitter, Chang. Hit by a pitch and walked so far in this one. Also has a strikeout, so he's 0 for 1 officially on the day. Big thank you to Parker Hannafin of Yankton. They have immediate openings for all production positions, offering newly increased wages, 13 paid holidays, and some of the most competitive benefits in the area. Learn more at parker.com.
Chang been swinging the bat really well recently. 8 home runs on the season, tied for second on the team. 6 of those in the last 2 weeks. He has gotten really hot right before and now during the tournament.
He was the difference maker, well, a difference maker yesterday. A 3-run shot against Morningside tied the game, and the Lancers kept that momentum rolling to win. And this one sent out to left center field. That's going to find the gap and bounce off the fence. 1 run comes home. 2 runs are coming home. It's a 2 RBI double for Aiden Chang. The Lancers, 4 runs in the bottom of the 6th. They take a 6-4 lead.
Aiden Chang's been nothing short of incredible over the last 3 weeks of this season. NAIA National Player of the Week, 2 weeks removed, had 5 home runs over a 3-game span 2 weeks ago. Played well in the Morningside series despite the losses as a team, and now his 2nd home run of the GPAC tournament. Lancers now have 3 as a team. No other team has hit one yet. Shugo Kondo, the other one. Oh, excuse me, that one wasn't. But Shugo Kondo has 1. Aiden Chang had 1 yesterday, and that big double there. Big double there. Marshall now courtesy running for him.
Yeah, 2 runners on here for the Lancers. And Jalen Owens at the plate.
Just so used to that man hitting home runs. I'm surprised it didn't get out. It hit the fence.
Just didn't have the launch angle on it. It's the new buzzword everybody loves in baseball, of words, I guess. It's a 3-0 count here to Jalen Owens if they say he held up in time. Owens would have nowhere to go, but you still don't want to put him on the base paths. Takes that one for strike 1.
Unless he can get a hit and clear him for himself. Once again, 39 stolen bases on the season. That is a program single-season record.
And this one sent to left side of the infield, splits the gap between the third baseman and the shortstop. 1 run comes across, make it 2 as Marshall's in safely. Owens taking off for second. He advances to second base. Head first slide, heads up base running. Jalen Owens in scoring position. 2 more for the Lancers. They're doubling up the Tigers, 8-4.
Did exactly what I said, is he could clear the bases for himself, and now he's in scoring position. I don't know if they're going to try and send him to take third or not. He's already in position with Bachman stepping up here. Lancers, 6 runs in the bottom of the 6th inning. This is a good game for him. Yesterday, they had 5 runs in the 6th inning and 3 in the 5th. The middle of these games has been where they've taken over.
I believe they're officially going to rule that a 2 RBI single for Owens and then advancing to second on the throw home. But if they give him a double, I wouldn't argue it. He wheeled it out. 0-1 count here to Ryan Bachman after a first pitch strike from Raiden Steele. Bachman pops this one up, foul ball, out of play. 8 runs on the board now for the Lancers, 6 of them in the bottom of inning number 6. If you look at it, 4 of those runs, excuse me, have come with 2 outs.
Steele checking on Owens at second. Owens makes any pitcher nervous. Once again, single season record for the Lancers that had stood since 1996. Give credit to Randy Perry, who held it for nearly 30 years. 33 was the previous record. 39 Owens has. 1 away from the first 40-piece in Lancer history.
Saying potentially still counting for...
Yeah. Well, guaranteed, this is not an elimination game. They've got guaranteed this game and at least 1 more. And that's if they just lose out. This is a Lancer team that could go a ways, and Owens, what a season he's had.
So the Lancer team down the stretch, it really felt, I'm not going to say it was unfair, but I felt like the record didn't really encapsulate how good this squad was. And we've seen that here through the first 2 days. Still a lot of baseball to be played in this one. Can't put the cart before the horse, but 3-2 count now here to Bachman.
And back at the Bachman at bat, as you said, 3-2. We started 0-2 for Bachman, 3 ball pitches. He's had a good eye, full count now for Raiden Steele.
And Bachman led off this inning as well. And he started it, and he will end it as well as he is struck out swinging by Raiden Steele. 6 runs come across, though, for the Lancers in the bottom of inning number 6. 8-4, Mount Marty leads. We'll see Garrett Seamson back on the mound when we come back for the Lancers. This is GPAC Tournament Baseball on KYNT and KYN-TV. We're back in 1 minute.
Beef, pork, seafood, poultry, and more. All at the Meat Lodge in Yankton. Get top quality meats at great prices. They have specialty items like lamb, brisket, mahi-mahi, crab legs, and lobster. They even have non-meat options like Dimmick cheese, pickled items, seasonings, and sauces. For your convenience, you can call and order curbside pickup or order online at meatlodge.com. The Meat Lodge in Yankton, on the way to the lake on Highway 52.
Small businesses are the backbone of our community. CoreTrust helps your business thrive with checking, online bill pay, small business loans, credit card processing, local approval and support for government grants and loans, investments to grow your hard-earned assets, and insurance to protect them. All from CoreTrust, the community bank that's right down the street and everywhere you want us to be. Visit CoreTrustBank.com today.
Member FDIC.
Throw down to second base from Aiden Chang means we are ready to go for the top of inning number 7. 10 batters came to the plate last half inning for the Mount Marty Lancers. 6 runs come across home plate. They lead 8-4, and Doane goes from leading the game by 2 last time they were at the plate to now trailing by 4. Has to change the entire mindset for the Tigers.
Doane started this game with 1 run in the top of the first inning, and they have either been tied or held the lead all the way until that bottom of the 6th. Now starting the 7th, playing trailing for the first time in this game, and I think actually the first time they did trail a little bit to Northwestern yesterday, but they took the lead in the 5th, so it has been full 9 since they have trailed in a game.
And here's the 0-1 on the ground to the third baseman. Bachman up with it, across the diamond, in time. Got him at first base for the first out of the inning.
Talk about how Mount Marty can get hot at any time. Let's talk about Doane now with their bats up. Once again, they beat Northwestern yesterday 11-1, a run rule 8th inning. They put up 4 runs in the 5th, 1 in the 6th, and another 4 in the 7th, giving them an incredible lead at 8 runs there, and 2 more in the bottom of the 8th to enforce the run rule at 10 after 7. They got hot near the end of the game, and they never slowed down.
We're here at the top of the 7th right now on KYNT and KYN-TV. Also watching live on the GPAC network, wherever you are, wherever you may be listening. Thank you for joining us. KYN-TV, the exclusive home of the Mount Marty Morningside pod of the GPAC tournament.
0-2 pitch for Seamson and Cubbick.
Seamson's gotten ahead of the count. He's been working well since coming in relief of Slater Watterson.
22 pitches thrown, 1 hit, no runs, 1 strikeout, 6 batters.
The 0-2 popped up and fouled away. I'd like to thank Conkling Distributing and Rise Fuel. It's packed with essential vitamins and nutrients. It gives you the power to push harder, go faster, and perform better. Fuel your ambition and unleash your potential with Rise Fuel. The 0-2. Takes that one for a ball. 1-2 count now.
Volcano does have 1 hit so far today. It is the right fielder.
The Volcano's been held in check by the by the Mount Marty lineup so far. Knew that was going to happen at least once. This one's fouled down the right field line and out of play. Giving chase though is Monerick. Might not be. It is out of play. Okay. The way he was running after that one, I'm like, maybe I was wrong. Maybe it wasn't going as far out of play as I thought.
Nearly hit a Morningside fan there, waiting for the start of Game 2. We will have coverage of that right here on KYN-TV as well. Morningside Northwestern. Approximate start time about 3 o'clock.
Seamson with the 1-2. This one flared out to center field and gloved by Jalen Owens for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down to start the 7th. That brings Taiyo Takahashi.
Exactly how you want to start if you're the Lancers. After 6 runs in the bottom of the last inning, you get your first 2 batters out on the start of the next. For Doane, they just got to find a way to get the momentum back on their side. You really don't want to go 3 up, 3 down the way the Lancers are swinging the bats right now.
First pitch, Takahashi pops it up, and Chang giving chase, but that is out of play. Big thank you to Runza. They're trying out a new idea. Stop in for a bunza. That's a bunza with a B. The homemade bread you love, but in a smaller round size, minus the cabbage. 3 flavor options, a Philly cheesesteak, buffalo chicken, or cheesy dog. Available in Yankton only. I'll tell you, the buffalo chicken, get a little side of ranch with that. It might have been lunch for me the other day. I can't confirm nor deny. Here's the 0-1.
It was for me. I can confirm. It was good.
All right, I'll confirm too. I got a coupon for a free one if I bought a meal.
There you go. There you go.
It's a 1-1 from Seamson here for that last pitch, miss low. That one outside. Chang liked it. He's letting Seamson know he liked it too. Where Chang was setting up, just couldn't get him to chase. It was a close pitch. Looks like Chang's setting up on the outside half again. Here's the 2-1 from Seamson. Got Takahashi to get a piece of that one. Looks like it is Braden Jones on deck. He was pinch hit for by Max Harris, or a pinch ran for by Max Harris earlier, but I believe you get 1 re-entry in the GPAC. I assume that's what they're using.
Yeah.
There we go. That one misses low and away for a ball. It's a 3-2 count. Takahashi battling back in this at-bat. We'll get a payoff pitch shortly for Seamson. 2 down in the inning. Tell you I already said it, but I'll reiterate. Last thing Doane wants is to go 3 up, 3 down after that inning we just saw from Mount Marty.
Don't want to give him the bats back that quickly. You want to take some time here.
This one sent out left center. It looks like Owens is getting underneath of it. It's a trail back to the warning track a little bit, but he will glove it for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down, and 2 outs via the fly out to the center fielder, Jalen Owens. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of inning number 7. Mount Marty looks to increase their 4-run lead when we come back. This is GPAC Tournament Baseball on KYNT and KYN-TV. We're back in 60 seconds.
Looking for the perfect place to get together with friends and family, watch the game, and enjoy some of the best wings in town? Make plans to visit Checkers Sports Bar and Grill. Whether it's baseball, hockey highlights, or any other sport, your game day cravings are covered. Enjoy the action while you dig into mouth-watering wings, juicy burgers, and stacked sandwiches. Open Tuesday through Sunday. Checkers Sports Bar and Grill is Yankton's favorite spot for food, friends, and sports. Your game days belong at Checkers.
Looking for fuel or more? Stop by Triple Time Rudy's, your locally owned convenience store at 17th and Broadway. At Triple Time Rudy's, they're proud to support the community, offering fuel discounts to Yankton's largest employers and backing local activities and events. Inside, you'll discover regional favorites like Dimmick Cheese and premium meats from the Kaler and Renner lockers. Whether it's a quick snack, a tank of top-quality fuel, or a taste of local goodness, Triple Time Rudy's, fueling your day, fueling the community.
Raiden Steele on the mound again for another inning of relief here for the Doane Tigers. It's a tough part of the order to go against, especially after that last half inning where the Lancers were able to put 6 runs on the board to take an 8-4 lead.
And as we were just talking about, Doane on the top of the 7th, go 3 up, 3 down, give the Lancers the bats back pretty quickly. And with all the momentum on their side, we'll see if that affects anything. You want to take a little more time.
And these are some guys they don't want to face right away, too. Daniel Vonnegut at the plate, Shugo Kondo on deck, and then even Tyler Vance in the hole has had a good day so far in place of Joe Goki.
Yeah, starting here with Vonnegut batting .380 on the season. He's going to put one high to right.
This one got a little too far underneath that one. Looks like the second baseman will glove it. Started to move a little bit there at the end. That is out number 1 for Vonnegut.
I believe back-to-back flyouts toward right for Vonnegut as well. That'll bring up Shugo Kondo, who does have a home run in this game. Lone home run.
That was, you're right about Vonnegut. 2 of his last 3 at-bats have been out to right field. Flew out to the right fielder in the 4th inning, and then obviously there a little pop out to shallow right caught by the second baseman. In the middle of that sandwich, though, was a single in the 6th inning. Came around to score.
That long 6th inning for the Lancers.
Kondo sends this one out to right field. And that will be a single for Shugo Kondo. Good little base knock for the right fielder. Brings up Tyler Vance. 2 singles, 2 runs. Did reach on an error as well and was caught stealing once.
He's had a good day. Been steady at shortstop as well.
He's made some good plays out in the field. First pitch to Vance. They'll take it for strike 1. That's what you need if you're raiding steal, though, in the Doane Tigers. You want to get ahead in the count early and often. Here's the 0-1 from Steele. Vance pushes that one foul. I'm not going to lie to you, Tell. Peek behind the curtain here in the booth. Did not see where that went off the bat, but I looked around and nobody was running after it. So,
well out.
He either got hit 700 feet or it's a foul ball.
Very much a foul ball. You got it.
It's 1-2 count here to Vance. Will Gardner on deck. Cooper Milnerick in the hole. Throw over to first, not there in time. Kondo slides back in safely. That is Max Harris out over at first base again. Here's the 1-2 from Steele. I think he got a piece of it. Yep, he did.
Just a small piece of it, enough to stay alive in the at-bat. Count remain at 1-2 for Vance. Gardner on deck. 1 out on the board with 1 on for the Lancers. Kondo running the bags out there. Right fielder.
With the 1-2 count, we'll see if Vance chokes up on the bat a little bit. Or
Kondo, not a man they like to try and steal. Does not have a stolen base yet this season.
Steele comes set for the 1-2. He'll fire home. And Vance back up the middle, scooped up at short, over to second, and on to first. 6-4-3 double play will end the 7th inning. No runs come across for the Lancers on 1 hit, no errors, and nobody gets left on base. We go to the top of inning number 8. Lancers lead by 4 here on KYNT and KYN-TV. We're back with more GPAC Tournament Baseball in 60 seconds.
Is it time for a new job? Aztec offers you the variety you seek. Aztec is now seeking employees for all shifts for the following positions: assemblers, painters, CNC machinists, and welders. Aztec offers competitive pay, 10 paid holidays, incredible 401k, paid partner leave, safety incentives, and a sign-on bonus for production workers. To apply for these jobs or see what others are available, go to aztecjobs.com. Aztec, built to connect from rock to road.
Try Runza's Lemonade Refreshers, powered by plant-based natural caffeine. And they come in 4 delicious flavors: pomegranate passion, mango mojo, prickly pear, and watermelon wild. Why do you keep doing that?
These refreshers are just so refreshing.
But you don't have to make that noise every time. Try Runza's Lemonade Refreshers. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
Throw down to second means we're ready to go for the top of inning number 8. Garrett Seamson still on the mound. Braden Butler up here in the booth. Tell Tanner with me. Tell clearly judging me for sneaking one more gummy worm in before we came back live.
I was not judging. I was jealous. I want a gummy worm.
You want one?
Yes.
Don't talk on the broadcast.
We'll do it. We'll do it as I don't want to smack him on the broadcast. We'll do it between innings here. I gotta wait a solid 3 outs before I can attack these things. That's now gonna bug me. Anyways, baseball.
About to crack open another energy drink too. We're gonna get wild up here. That one a little tight for a ball. 1-0 count here. It's Jones leading things off here in the top of inning number 8.
Jones 1 hit today, was walked once as well, foul ball there. But only 1 at bat. He's had kind of an interesting day.
He's been splitting time with Max Harris too, so they've kind of been re-entering the game for each other because Jones recorded an at bat, obviously got the hit, and he drew a walk. Harris came in to run for him on one of those and scored a run, but then Harris also made a plate appearance and struck out. So the stat sheet gets a little interesting.
It's been different between those two. They're looking for that guy in the order that can step up and separate themselves in that 7 spot.
It's a 2-1 count to Jones here. Swings on that one and can't get a piece of it. Simpson has some good break on that one. Simpson with the 2-2. Long windup for Simpson. And Jones turns on this one. That's foul. Out of play and bouncing towards the softball field that's across the street.
It hit the fence on the other stadium.
I think I've seen it once or twice before calling games here at Riverside where foul balls end up in that field.
Oh, yeah, it happens. That one it hit the fence. It just didn't bounce quite over.
That one misses for a ball, not by much. And Chang wanted that one behind the plate. Full count now here to Braden Jones. He's the leadoff hitter. Justin Neville's on deck and Jerry Nix in the hole. That one in the left-handed batter's box. Couldn't get him to chase. Too much break on it from Simpson. And that will be a leadoff base runner on the walk.
Zach Hagge warming up in the bullpen for the Lancers after a first batter walk for Simpson. I don't expect it yet, but the leash just tightened a little bit there when you talk about how long Simpson's going to be out here. He's got to have a good performance in this next batter or Hagge's going to come out. We saw Hagge yesterday for the Mount Marty Lancers. He did throw 1 inning against Morningside, and he came in a kind of a similar situation to this if things continue to go awry. Lancers needed to get a couple of outs, and he did exactly that. Came in, got him, and then they threw another guy out there to throw the 8th and 9th. And Aspen Dahl.
And Dahl pitched great last night, too. 4 strikeouts over 7 batters faced.
Yes, he did.
That one does miss low and away for a ball here to Nevels.
Simpson has been pitching well so far coming into this inning. He's thrown 2 complete innings, 39 pitches, 1 hit allowed, 1 strikeout. He had faced 9 batters, but walks his first here. We're in the 8th inning.
So one count from Simpson here. Actually, this isn't Nevels. They got a pinch hitter out there for him. Looks like that's number 22.
Yanez.
Yeah, Christian Yanez out of Mexico City, Mexico, the 5'10 senior. By way of the Admiral Farragut Academy down in Florida. Swings through that one for strike. 2-2 count now.
That's a great pitch from Garrett Simpson. 2-2 on the way here with 1 on, no outs. Lancers lead by 4 here. It's a pivotal inning here in the 8th.
The 2-2 to number 2-2. Takes it for strike 3. Looking big pitch there for Simpson. Now expect the infield to shift a little bit. Double play ball could be on the cards to end the inning. Backwards K there for Simpson as he got him looking. Jerry Nix now to the plate. Sack bunt, RBI. Reached on an error. Came around to score for Gage Reba, who courtesy ran for him. And then also had a double in the 6th. Pretty good production from your 9 spot.
Very much so.
First pitch from Simpson. This is the zone for a ball. It's a 1-0 count here to Nix.
And that double last time he was up was a big one, too. It's a fast catcher.
Here's the 1-0. Chang asking if he went around. Umpire down the first baseline says no. It's a 2-0 count now to Nix. Talked about it earlier on, but experienced player, redshirt senior from Ripon, California. Went to California State Stanislaus. This one back up the middle. This could be another base knock for Jerry Nix. Jones moves station to station, runners on first and second.
Pretty well placed, too, was that one. Right over the top of the bag at second, right in between the second baseman and the shortstop. Kept it low, not able to be caught, and here comes Coach Tycro. Come talk with Garrett Seamson. Haggy in the pen. I would not be surprised if this is when we see the senior out of Lyons, Nebraska.
Yeah, it looked like Tycro, as soon as he got past the fence in front of the dugout, signals down to the bullpen, and Haggie's coming out. Seamson pitched well with 2 runners on and 1 down in the inning. Lancers are going to turn it over to Zach Haggie. We're going to take a break here on KYNT and KYN TV. Let the new pitcher warm up. We'll talk more about him when we come back in 60 seconds. This is GPAC Baseball on KYNT, KYN TV.
Whether you're grilling with family and friends, hitting your favorite hiking trail, or catching a beautiful Midwest sunset, Good Boy Vodka ready-to-drink cocktails go wherever the good times are. With bold flavors like lime, black cherry, and cranberry, each can is just 95 calories, no sugar, and gluten-free. No mixers, no mess, just smooth refreshment in every sip. Grab a pack of Good Boy Vodka cocktails because good days deserve a good drink.
If it's time to review the look of the signage at your business, let Mayor Signs help. They offer all types of signs, including lit, non-lit, digital, and much more. They also do logo creation and vehicle wraps. Their technicians arrive on site fully equipped to get the installation done with quality workmanship. With the latest tools and technology, Mayor Signs provides high-quality installation service for any sign. Contact Mayor Signs today on 4th and Broadway in Yankton.
Zach Haggie on the mound for the Mount Marty Lancers. Very reliable arm out of the bullpen, one that the Coach Tycro likes to go to a lot in stressful situations.
And did so last night. Zach Haggie came in the 6th inning in a tough spot, multiple on, no outs. Had to come in and throw all 3 outs there with a couple on. Allowed exactly 2 hits, no runs. Got a strikeout in there. Faced 5 batters through 26 pitches yesterday, was able to get out of that 7th inning without allowing a run. Aspinall came in to throw the 8th and the 9th, didn't allow one either. Lancers got the 8-5 victory.
You mentioned earlier on, Tel, about how during his playing days, Coach Tycro set a then record with 18 pitching appearances in one season. This is appearance number 23 this year for Haggie.
Yeah, this is number 23. I'm going to have to ask Coach Tycro about the single-season appearance record, because Haggie's got to be approaching that.
3.96 ERA on the season, over 36 innings. Does miss the strike zone with ball 1. It's a 1-0 count here. This is Logan Amick at the plate.
Top of the order for Doane. This is exactly what you want. You know, you're getting into your final couple of batters here. You need this.
There's the 2-0 from Haggie.
If the Lancers are able to keep a lead, you know, you're down to your final 5 outs, but you start with your leadoff hitter here. This is the position you want to be in. With 2 on, Doane can get right back into this game with a single swing of the bat of Amick.
That's a close pitch there. Called ball, 3-1 count now to Amick.
Amick's got 2 hits today and an RBI.
3-1. Just misses as well, not by much. Puts Amick on first, and the bases are loaded for Doane.
Tying run is at the plate for the Tigers. We are in the 8th inning.
On the base paths for the Tigers, Braden Jones is on third. It'd be Gage Reba on second. He's pinch running for Jerry Nix. This one down the first base line. Milnerick up with it. Goes over to second for the first out. Trying to turn 2. They do turn 2. What a play by the Lancers defense. Milnerick over to second, back over to Haggie covering. And that is how they end inning number 8, the top half, 8-4. What a play defensively for the Lancers.
About as impressive of a double play as you're going to see, especially this late in the game. Doane's down to their final 3 outs. We're going to go to the Lancer bats, try and add a little bit to it, but when we go to the 9th, Doane's got to get 4 runs. Mount Marty's got to get 3 outs.
At least 4 runs. The Lancer bats can still add to their advantage. We'll have those bats for you when we come back in 30 seconds. This is Mount Marty Baseball in the GPAC tournament on KYNT, KYN-TV.
Buying a home isn't just about real estate. It's about investing in yourself. At the Move Group, we believe the best time to buy is when it makes sense for you. Our expert agents put people before transactions, meaning we listen first, provide honest guidance, and help you make a confident decision. No pressure, no gimmicks. Markets change, but the right home is about more than just numbers. It's about finding the right fit for your life and your future. When you're ready, we're here to help. Contact the Move Group today.
Welcome back on KYNT and KYN-TV. The Lancers lead by 4 here in the bottom of the 8th. They got a chance to add to their advantage, get a little more insurance heading into the final inning.
Will Gardner going to be the first man up. Left fielder, we're near the bottom of the order. Your 7, 8, 9 batter are the ones that Doane's going to be facing.
And Gardner takes the first pitch for strike 1. Thanks to some of our sponsors for helping make this broadcast possible, including Gerstner Oil. No matter what you drive, make sure to fill up at Triple Time Rudy's on Broadway in Yankton. 0-1 from Steele, swung through and missed by Gardner. It's an 0-2 count. Also, thank you to Mason Schramm. Are you buying or selling? Move with Mason and the Move Group. And Pizza Ranch for legendary chicken and the best pizza. It's Pizza Ranch on Broadway or over the phone at 665-1222. That one rolls across the plate. First ball of the at-bat for Gardner. Steele through the windup with the 1-2. Gardner over the head of the third baseman. That is slicing, but it stays fair off the fence. Gardner going to have a leadoff double and a run in scoring position here for the Lancers with nobody out.
That's exactly how you want to start the bottom of the 8th inning. Lancers just trying to add a little more insurance here. Already a 4-run advantage and 1 in scoring position already.
And he was
I think we're going to have a pinch runner here for him. Get a fast man out there. They will. Yep, looks like that is going to be Trey Vorwald, that grad senior out of Indiana.
And a head of lettuce coming out of the back of that helmet for him as well.
It's a fast man, an experienced base runner once again, a senior for this team. Molnarek has a chance to add another run.
Steele got to go out of the stretch here. And he gets the first pitch by Molnarek for a strike, 0-1 count. Big thank you to Sherco for helping make this broadcast possible. We need to be sure and make it Sherco. As well as the Meat Lodge. They're on the way to the lake on Highway 52. Top quality meat at great prices. The 0-1. Outside for a ball. It's a 1-1 count now to Molnarek. Jackson Noem on deck for the Lancers with Aiden Chang in the hole. Molnarek takes a big cut at that one, but can't get it. 1-2 count now to the Lancer first baseman. That one misses to Molnarek. 2-2 count now.
Molnarek so good at taking walks. We've talked about it, but he's got a hit and a run here today as well with 1 walk.
He swings through that one, though, for strike 3. Steele's able to pump it by him for out number 1. Brings Jackson Noem to the plate.
Yeah, bottom of the order, Jackson Noem, the DH for the Mount Marty Lancers. 1 sacrifice RBI here today. Has a strikeout as well, 1 out on the board. He's got Vorwald leading off second.
Noem batting out of the 9 spot like you mentioned. There's a throw down to second base, trying to get Vorwald taking too much of a lead there. Jackson Noem, the 9-hole hitter. But don't let that spot in the lineup fool you. He's got good bat speed. Knows how to put some pop into the ball. And foul tips that one. Couldn't tee it up.
Batting average just north of 300 on the year.
Is an 0-2 count, though, to Nome. That first pitch was a strike before the throw down from Nix to second. One down in the inning, Aiden Chang in the on-deck circle. It's Jalen Owens behind him. That one a little inside. Nome turned away from it, but didn't clip him. Ball one. One-two to Nome. Hardy cut at that one, but couldn't get a piece. Back-to-back punch-outs for Steele.
Yeah, back-to-back punch-outs. He's throwing really well right now, and that's exactly what Doane needs. Give Raiden Steele some credit right now.
And here's a guy who's been showing that he can swing the bat really well, especially down the stretch this season in Aiden Chang. 2 RBI double back in the 6th inning, his lone hit of the game. Technically 1 for 2 on the official score sheet. He also has a walk and a hit by pitch. That one's fouled away.
Lancers once again going to be 3 outs away in the top of the 9th here in a couple of minutes, just trying to add to their advantage at 8-4.
Steele with the 0-1. Chang checks his swing, and he takes a ball. 1-1 count now here at Riverside Field. Bottom of inning number 8. Lancers lead by 4. They'd love a little bit of insurance, though, heading to the top of the 9th. 3 outs away from taking a win. Chang, left field. It's a high drive back near the fence, and was that caught at the fence? No, in and out of the glove. Almost caught in left field. Almost a spectacular play, but it's an RBI double for Aiden Chang. Puts another run on the board. The Lancers take a 9-4 lead. I thought the left fielder had that one for a moment. Great effort out in left by Takahashi.
It was almost one of those stolen home run plays you see on SportsCenter. He climbed the fence, went up with that left hand, nearly brought it into the glove, just in and out there. And it's a double for Aiden Chang once again. Lancers add another. 9-4, they lead.
Jalen Owens to the plate now. He wastes no time. Back up the middle, a base hit. Cannon Marshall rounds third. The pinch runner, he's coming home. And that is another run scored for the Lancers. Jalen Owens, RBI single, puts Mount Marty up 6. 10-4, good buddy, here in the bottom of the 8th.
Adding 2 already with 2 outs. Both of these runs have come in with. Doane's got their work cut out for them when we go to the 9th inning. Not sure who the Lancers are going to put out on the mound. They had Haggy throw in relief to throw the 8th, but you never know with Haggy. Sometimes they leave him out there for a while. Sometimes he just comes in as a specialist, get him out of a tough situation, then throw a different guy.
Owens takes off for second base, slides in head first. He's out at second. Steal number 40 will have to wait a little longer for Jalen Owens. That does it for the inning, but not before 2 more Lancers come across home plate. 10-4 your score. Mount Marty 3 outs away from advancing to the Pod Championship tomorrow. They lead by 6. We're back in 1 minute with the 9th inning on KYNT. KYB.
You want peace of mind that you're healthy. Support your breast health by getting a mammogram every year starting at age 40. Multiple Avera Breast Center locations across the region offer easy access. We'll create a screening plan that makes sense for you. You have access to specialized breast cancer experts should you need it. Find a screening location near you at avera.org/breast.
Hard Mountain Dew, the dew you love with a kick of 5% alcohol. It's a new flavored malt beverage available in 4 bold flavors, including Mountain Dew, Baja Blast, Live Wire, and Watermelon. Mountain Dew lovers of legal drinking age can experience the bold citrus flavors of the soft drink they know and love with 5% alcohol, 0 caffeine, and no added sugar. Experience hard flavors like Original Mountain Dew, Live Wire, Baja Blast, Watermelon, or Baja Blast Pineapple, Punch, and Mango flavors. Get your Dew today.
Welcome back in on KYNT and KYN TV. Doane down 6 to the Lancers. Top of inning number 9. Mount Marty 3 outs away from advancing to the pod championship on Friday. Doane trying to either force extras or take a lead in the bottom of the 9th. It's a mountain to climb. Marvin Gaye once said, ain't no mountain high enough. First pitch misses for a ball.
Big moment for Zach Hagge. Lancers do throw out their senior.
And Hagge comes back with a strike there, 1-1 count.
Hagge had a very good performance to finish off the 8th, had 2 outs to get and does it in a double play.
Misses high and tight. That one misses well for a ball, 3-1. Should mention as well, this is not Johnny Volcano at the plate. This is a pinch hitter, Dane Kelsey. And Kelsey sends this one out and gloved in center field by Jalen Owens.
I saw Dane Kelsey warming up in the dugout while Doane was out on defense there. Another guy that was swinging the bat, getting himself a little loose, was Carter Roth, a junior infielder. We'll see if we see him as well, number 21. For the moment, we go back to Jordan Bond, though.
Third baseman number 11, Jordan Bond.
As you said, Bond at the plate. Name's Bond. Jordan Bond. He takes strike 1.
Hagge's 2 outs away from sending the Lancers straight to Friday with no losses in the tournament. Doane's got 6 runs to get.
I'm a little upset with myself. I waited till the 9th inning to hit a James Bond reference. I'm losing my fastball.
We've talked all game long about the stakes of this one and how important it is. Going to tomorrow's action, whoever wins this game will have a massive advantage. They're 1 win away from going to that championship game on Monday, and they've got to be beaten twice. Whoever wins this game has a heavy advantage tomorrow.
And right now it's the Lancers and Zach Hagge in control of their own destiny on the mound. Here's the 2-1. In there for a strike, make the count 2-2 to Bond.
Mount Marty, the 7 seed. No stranger to be in a 7 seed that goes and get some upsets. They've done it in the past couple of years. A few years ago as the 7 seed, they went and win the whole dang thing.
This one fouled off down the right field line, out of play. Count remains 2-2 to Bond. There's a little bit of action over in the Lancer bullpen, I see, but probably just, oh, they might have just been going to get that ball, actually. This one sent out to left field. There's going to be a base hit for Bond. Puts a runner on for Doane.
That's what you need. Just get men on.
That 1-out single will bring Aaron Volcano to the plate.
The right fielder, number 10, Aaron Volcano.
Volcano 1 for 4 so far in this one with a single. He's got a pop out to the shortstop, a fly out to center field, and a 5-4-3 double play on his scorecard so far. That one misses inside for a ball. 1-0 count to Volcano.
Doane has had good at-bats all season long, batting average of .335, and they're averaging about 7.5 runs a game. Versus the Lancers, however, they've struggled a little bit, putting up 2 runs exactly in both of the first 2 meetings this season, 4 here so far today.
And none since the 4th inning as well. Here's the 1-1. Just misses the zone. It's a 2-1 count now to Volcano. Hagge fires home. Volcano pops this one up. It's in the infield. It'll be gloved by Milneric, and that is out number 2. The Lancers 1 out away from Friday.
Mount Marty's playing so well in this tournament. Part of it due to being co-hosting. They get to play in their home stadium as the 7 seed, a special case this season, and it's worked out well for them.
Pitching for Doane, number 21, Carter Roth.
There's Carter Roth. I wondered when we were going to see him. Redshirt junior out of Ontario. Pinch hitting.
Yeah, he's in place of Taiyo Takahashi. Here's a grounder left side of the infield, up with it, 6-4, out. Mount Marty moves on to Friday. They got to win one game on Friday to go to the GPAC Championship. Whoever waits for them tomorrow afternoon will have to beat the Lancers twice. What a performance for Mount Marty. 10-4, your final score. A 6-run sixth inning really bolsters this Mount Marty win.
Oh, this is a massive win. And you talk about, once again, how Mount Marty has to be beaten twice on Friday, but it's not even just that. When you go to the next couple of games, there's still 2 more games to be played today. 2 more teams are going to be eliminated before we even get there. Northwestern Morningside is up next. That's an elimination game. The winner of Northwestern and Morningside will then play this Doane team tonight. 6 o'clock is the approximate start time, another elimination game. Then you go to Mount Marty in tomorrow, and they ought to beat them twice. If it's Morningside or Northwestern that is playing tomorrow, they've got to win 4 straight games in order to go to Monday. If it's Doane who ends up playing Mount Marty tomorrow, they've got to win 3 straight games to go to Monday. Mount Marty, with this win, they're 1 win away. Cannot be overstated how impactful this particular game was. Lancers are 1 game away. Everybody else is 3-4.
The Lancers control their own destiny. They punch their ticket, and they get to kick their feet back and scout the rest of the day here in front of their home fans as well as a co-host of this pod. We'll see who meets them in the pod championship tomorrow. We got a big matchup coming up in about 40 minutes. We'll have that one on KYN TV exclusively. We still got to do our post-game stuff here, though, for Mount Marty baseball. We're going to take a quick break, come back in a couple minutes. 10-4, Mount Marty wins. We got your post-game report coming up shortly.
Quit hitting the snooze button on your new career. Parker offers day 1 benefits and an employer who puts you first. Grind through the workday in your own specialty. Assembler, material handler, or line operation tech. Don't mind working nights? Enjoy a pay differential of $2.35. Choose your shift and enjoy day 1 benefits. This isn't just a job, it's your future. Join us today. Find more information and apply now at parker.com.
Parker, engineering your success.
As a proud community bank, Core Trust delivers more than just checking and savings accounts. We invest in the cities and towns where we live and work by volunteering to coach youth sports teams, supporting local charities and the arts with our time and resources. Whether we live in a rural town in South Dakota or a suburban city in Minnesota, it's a place we call home. Core Trust Bank. Raise your expectations.
Member FDIC.
Aztec is looking for people who can crush it. Aztec is hiring now, seeking a variety of positions, including engineers for manufacturing, electrical software and controls and design, plus electrical technician, maintenance tech, and tech support specialist. Aztec offers competitive pay, 10 paid holidays, incredible 401k, paid partner leave, safety incentives, and sign-on bonus for production workers. To apply for these jobs or to see what other opportunities are available, go to aztecjobs.com.
Welcome back in here, KYNT, KYN TV, as well as on the GPAC network. This is your post-game report brought to you by Aztec. Build your career with a group that's built to connect from rock to road. Click careers at aztecindustries.com. We're going to start things by looking outside of Yankton for right now. We're going to go to your scoreboard out of town, brought to you by Gerstner Oil. No matter what you drive, make sure to fuel up at Triple Time Rudy's on Broadway in Yankton. One other game active right now in the GPAC tell, Concordia and Briar Cliff doing battle down in the Concordia pod. Last we checked, the Bulldogs jumped out to a 2-0 lead there in the first inning. What are we at now?
3-1. Briar Cliff has kind of held it down over the last couple of innings. Concordia once again leads 3-1. We're in the top of the 6th inning. That 1 run for Concordia after the 2-0 lead came in the second, actually. Briar Cliff's 1 run came in the second as well. It has been 2-1 staying there since the second, now in the 6th. Concordia does have 7 hits on their 3 runs. Briarcliff 2 hits in their 1 run.
Speaking of scoreboards, we also know when the next game today will be happening here at Riverside Field. 3:10 is the scheduled first pitch between Northwestern and Morningside. Josh Bolter will be here with you for that one, Tal. Yeah. That one should be about a 2:55 pregame start, depending on how quickly we get through everything here for our postgame for Mount Marty. Let's get into your game stats, though, brought to you by the Meat Lodge. Want top quality meat at great prices? Head to the Meat Lodge in Yankton. They're on the way to the lake on Highway 52. Great game for the Lancers today, taking this 10-4 victory and advancing to Championship Friday for their pod.
And that's big. We just talked about what it means. Lancers 1 away, everybody else 3-4 away. But when you talk about the stats for today, it was done from the Lancers hitting the baseball. They really scored very, very well today. Aiden Chang once again showing his prowess. Shugo Kondo with a couple of big hits, as well as Jalen Owens.
I know the live stats are frozen from the bottom of the 8th inning, from heading into the bottom of the 8th inning, so we don't have that final half inning of stats, but I believe the Lancers ended with 12 hits as a team. Very good showcase across the board for Mount Marty.
Yeah, it was. You know, they've been moving the bats really well, just have been over the last couple of weeks. Those Morningside games last week to end the regular season, they just couldn't finish pitching-wise. They couldn't get the final outs. They couldn't put up the zeros when they needed to. They've done it so far here in the tournament. That has been the Achilles heel for the Lancers, is the final inning. Hasn't been so far today or in this tournament in general.
It was good relief work for Garrett Seamson. We don't have Haggie's full stats, but Slater Watterson starts things, pitches very well, gives up 4 runs, 3 of them earned, and 6 hits across his 5 innings. But Seamson goes 2 1/3, gives up 2 hits, no runs, has a couple strikeouts. Pitched very well out of the bullpen, and having a steady force out of the bullpen is something that maybe hasn't been there at times this season for Mount Marty, but they've really showed it down the stretch here.
They really have. Yeah, you know, the bullpen has been working really well. Aspinall yesterday, Garrett Seamson today, Zach Haggie always consistent. This has been a good Lancer lineup, and now, even with this, because they only have to play 2 games to go to Friday, they're able to save some arms as well. They'll be even more fresh for tomorrow. Haggie's pitch count, pretty low. Seamson threw quite a bit. Wouldn't expect to see him tomorrow. Hard to say there. Slater Watterson and Palmer Jacobs both started yesterday and today. Hard to say who they'll start tomorrow, but there's a couple of relieving arms that we haven't even seen yet, like Jake Stolnak, a guy that is a long arm reliever for the Lancers we could see tomorrow. They've got options because they won this game.
And with that win as well, they don't have to play as many games as everybody else. They're only 1 win away from that GPAC championship on Monday. So that is the magic number right now for the Lancers, the big number 1. We're going to go to your post-game coach interview here shortly as soon as head coach Josh Tycro comes up here. It's going to be brought to you by Conklin Distributing. Packed with essential vitamins and nutrients, Rise Fuel gives you the power to push harder, go faster, and perform better. Fuel your ambition and unleash your potential with Rise Fuel. I'll say we're going to go to break, and hopefully when we come back, Coach Tycro will be up here to talk to us real quick for our post-game coach interview, and we'll also crown player of the game and move of the game. Coming up shortly, this is Mount Marty Baseball on KYNT and KYN-TV. Back after this break.
Hard Mountain Dew, the dew you love with a kick of 5% alcohol. It's a new flavored malt beverage available in 4 bold flavors, including Mountain Dew, Baja Blast, Livewire, and Watermelon. Mountain Dew lovers of legal drinking age can experience the bold citrus flavors of the soft drink they know and love with 5% alcohol, 0 caffeine, and no added sugar. Experience hard flavors like Original Mountain Dew, Livewire, Baja Blast, Watermelon, or Baja Blast Pineapple, Punch, and Mango flavors. Get your Dew today.
Hey, son, can you hand me that vice grip? As any farmer or rancher knows, having the right tools in the toolbox is important. That goes for your ag lending as well. If you're considering expansion, restructuring debt, or purchasing equipment, call Dakota Mac. We have a toolbox full of lending solutions to help you with your ag financing needs.
Hi, it's Jeff Wolfgram from Dakota Mac. Call us at 800-682-4578 to learn how Dakota Mac products can work for you.
You pay what we pay with Ford's From America, For America employee pricing event, now through June 2nd at Lewis and Clark Ford. Get employee pricing on most new Ford vehicles. That means you can get a vehicle from America's great car company at below dealer invoice, and employee pricing is in addition to any other discounts or incentives available. See our new Ford selection at 4th and Capitol Yankton or online at lewisandclarkford.com. Employee pricing now at Lewis and Clark Ford.
At Les Schwab, we've been changing the tire game for more than 70 years. Our Go the Extra Mile service means more hustle, less hassle. We design our own exclusive tires to give you more tires made for the road you drive, less compromise. All backed by America's best tire warranty included with every tire we sell. We're talking more unbeatable tire warranty, less charging you extra, like the other guys. It's why you get more from less. Book an appointment at leschwab.com.
Welcome back in here, KYNT, KYN-TV. It's your post-game report brought to you by Aztec. It's time to go to your post-game coach interview brought to you by Rise Fuel. It's back to the essential vitamins and nutrients. Fuel your ambition and unleash your potential with Rise Fuel. We bring in head coach Josh Tycrow of the Mount Marty Lancers. And Coach Tycrow, a big win today, another big sixth inning for your Lancer team as well. I don't know what you guys are doing heading into the sixth, but I think 11 runs now over the last two games just in the sixth inning alone. What are your initial thoughts getting out of the dugout after that big win?
Yeah, that was a big one. You know, anytime you can get a win in the postseason, obviously that's huge, and for us to do it like we did there, you know, kind of started a little bit slow, but we worked our way through it, had a huge sixth inning like you said. Some guys went out there and pitched really well. You know, Slater gave us a chance as a starter, but then Simpson was huge for us. And then Hagee went in there and did a nice job as well. Definitely a full team effort there. You saw some good defense. You saw some good pitching. And then our offense, another 10 runs up on the board, you know, did a lot of good things.
And, you know, you mentioned a lot of different players making big plays. A guy I want to talk about is a guy who stepped in due to injury. I know Joe Goki went down last night. Tyler Vance steps in his place. And from what I've seen, pair of hits, a run scored, RBI, played very well at shortstop as well defensively. Talk a little bit about Vance and how he was feeling knowing he'd have to step up today into the starting lineup.
Yeah, he's a really good player, and he can do a little bit of everything. Very athletic kid. I mean, you saw him run and go get that fly ball. That took him into left field. I mean, that's just a little glimpse of his athleticism. He can run, and he can hit. Like, I know, you know, it's easy to look at batting average and stuff, but if you looked at his hard contact throughout the year, I mean, he's probably hit the ball just as hard as most of our team, just kind of right at guys. So sometimes baseball can just be like that. And today, huge for him to just, you know, keep hitting the ball hard and for them to drop like they did. Very well deserving. He's been working really hard this entire time and taking advantage of his opportunity right now.
And you mentioned it a little bit, Coach, with Simpson coming in and Hagee coming in and kind of shutting things down. It's now back-to-back games in this tournament where you've been able to go to your bullpen and they just can slam the door on guys. How does that make you feel as a guy who, you know, as a former pitcher yourself, seeing that come in?
Well, it's huge. It's huge being able to finish two games now, you know, in this point of the year in the tournament. That's big. You know, we had to learn, I think, to do this too. You know, the previous couple of weeks it was you're pulling your hair out, but no, it's been big. Our bullpen has really stepped up, and again, we have a lot of really good pitchers and guys who can do, you know, some nice things for us and put up zeros, and they're showing it. You know, so I think a big thing is we kind of hit on it earlier, Tell, of this game's so mental, right? And confidence goes a long ways. And I think our guys are, you know, they're feeling good and they're refreshed.
Guy we just mentioned, a guy with a lot of confidence in Zach Hagee. I wanted to ask you something because honestly, I'm not sure what the record is. I know you, back in your playing days, you set a single season record of appearances as a pitcher with 18. That has since been broken. But I want to tell you, Zach Hagee on the season just made his 23rd pitching appearance for the Lancers. What is that record? Do you know it off the top of your head? We're going to have to look into that.
I can't remember. I know I didn't have it for long. I might have had it for like 1 year, and then I think Derek Denning broke it right away.
I love that you instantly remember the guy who broke your record.
I do. I had my eyes on it, I'm not going to lie, when I was coaching. But now you're going to see it broken, you know, more and more. Denning might not even have it anymore. I don't know who does, but I can't remember what the record is at this point, but he's probably either right there or he's really close to breaking it again, and he's been huge for us. I mean, I think, you know, we've seen it. He can go out there, he can go 1 inning, he can go 5 innings, and that's a nice piece to have.
When you talk about going to tomorrow now, because you've only played 2 games, you kind of get to save your arms a little bit now. Everybody else is going to play at least 3 games. You're only going to play 2. Does that give you a little bit of advantage going into tomorrow, especially with you're 1 game away, everybody else is 3?
Yeah. I mean, there definitely is a big deal going 2-0, and being able to have your guys rest a little bit and, keep your guys strong and having that depth. So certainly I think there is a factor there that will help us, hopefully tomorrow.
All right, Coach, thank you for taking time to talk to us today. Congratulations on the big win, 10-4, advancing to championship, pod championship on Friday, 1 win away from the GPAC championship. I know that's got to feel good for you and your team. Go enjoy it, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
That was head coach Josh Tykrow for the Mount Marty Lancers. That was your post-game coach interview brought to you by Rise Fuel and Conklin Distributing. Rise Fuel gives you the power to push harder, go faster, and perform better. Fuel your ambition and unleash your potential with Rise Fuel. Now, Tell, I know usually we take a break after the coach interview, but considering we're getting down to close to having to go to pregame for the next game of our pod here, exclusively on KYN TV and on the GPAC network. So if you're listening on the radio right now, go to KYN TV on YouTube or the GPAC network for that game if you want to see that one between Northwestern and Morningside coming up. But because we got a little bit of time constraints, we're not going to take a break here. Let's just get right into our last 2 things to handle. Lancer Player of the Game brought to you by Avera, and then also your Move of the Game brought to you by Mason Schramm. We'll start with the Move of the Game. Are you buying or selling Move with Mason and the Move Group?
Double play, bottom of the 8th inning. Zach Hagge comes in with 1 out on the board, needing to get 2. Bases are loaded at this point. Doane's looking like they're going to get back into this game. Short little hit, throw to second, throw to first. Great little play for the Lancers. Double play to send it to the 9th, and they were 3 outs away all of a sudden. A great play for him.
An unconventional double play as well, because the ball was initially fielded by Milneric, the first baseman. So it was like, I believe, a 3-4-1 double play. Don't see that often.
Exactly what it was, yes, 3-4-1.
Great coverage at first base. Great heads-up play by the pitcher and Hagge and getting over there and covering the bag. That'll be your Move of the Game. Brought to you by Mason Schramm and the Move Group. It's time for your Lancer Player of the Game now, brought to you by Avera Health. Visit avera.org today. Tell, who's your player of the game?
I got to go with Tyler Vance today, man. The shortstop stepping up on short notice after the injury to Joe Goki, and he played well. Very consistent play at shortstop, did not make a mistake all game, was involved in multiple double plays throughout the afternoon, and hit very well as well. Had 2 hits, a run scored, an RBI in there as well. Tyler Vance is going to be the Avera player of the game.
Well-deserved honor for Tyler Vance stepping up big today, getting his couple hits, RBI, run scored. You mentioned the defense as well. I'm glad Coach Tykrow brought it up in the post-game interview, running into the left field foul territory, pretty deep into left field, and gloving one. That just shows his athleticism and his defensive ability. Lancers win 10-4 over the Doane Tigers. They advance to pod championship tomorrow, only 1 win away from the GPAC championship on Monday. We'll find out who they're playing later tonight when we finish things up here on day 2 of the GPAC tournament in the Morningside Mount Marty pod. Big thank you to Scotty Borman back in the studio running our board. Big thank you to Bryce Ladwig making sure everything's produced correctly and running our camera over there, KYNT Sports Director. Of course, Tell Tanner being my broadcast partner today. Always great working with you. And thank you to our sponsors and, of course, you, the listener at home. Without you, this broadcast would not be possible. Lancers advance to pod championship Friday with that win over Doane. Got plenty of baseball coming up here on KYN TV and the GPAC network. Got every game for the Morningside Mount Marty pod available for you. Pre-game for our next game will be about 2:55 with first pitch scheduled for 3:10. But that's going to do it for this broadcast. Until next time, stay safe, be good people. Tune back in on KYN TV here in a couple minutes for Game 2 of Day 2 in this pod.
Thank you for listening to Lancer Athletics on KYNT, a Riverfront sports property and Yankton's home team. Be sure to subscribe to the KYN TV YouTube page and hit the notification bell so you never miss the action. You can also find KYNT on Facebook, X, Instagram, and online. Remember, KYNT is your home for Lancer Athletics.